Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So here we are again once more. So this is going to be turn 12 part 1, which, yeah, this should be quite a good one actually. We do have a few things underway. Just give it a little bit of time, let a few people actually get into the stream. But we do have a number of things already under wraps, which is quite nice. Of course, we are expecting the invasion of Midway to actually begin in this turn. Now, we were able to actually accelerate the timetable for the Midway landings by taking 3 of the slowest cargo ships out of there. 2 of them, of course, being 10 knots and 1 of them being 11 knots. So that difference, of course, the task force only moves at the speed of a slowest ship, has made the difference there. It has allowed the majority of the landing forces to actually make it to Midway. Now, of course, we do have a squadron out escorting the landing forces from Kitabutai. Kitabutai should fully merge again this turn. I am somewhat nervous about really the security of Kitabutai. I do want them obviously to be together, so that is a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing. Hello there, Carl. How you doing, my friend? Yep, just giving it some time. Just a couple seconds, probably a minute or so, just to let a few more people get in here. I mean, this is the best part, really. It's like, I suppose, it's one of these things, isn't it? It's like seeing your hard work pay off. It's really seeing the turn resolutions. Of course, I would very much like to see an additional number of allied shipping being destroyed at sea, of course. That would be quite nice. It will be interesting to actually see whether we do score some more hits with our G3s and the G4s. We do have a very large number of them in operation in that area, so that should be quite nice. Yeah, I know, right? Definitely speedy these days. I had returned since last night, but of course I did have the Matrix stream last night, which I do find funny, actually. I had so many technical issues, and that really was doing my nutting. But yeah, here we are. Same settings, and everything seems fine so far, so yeah. Tell me about it. Crazy. Okay, so I think it was turn 33. Or was it? Was it 43? That one would seem right, the end is nigh. See, I really do need to get rid of some of these actual saves over here. Just to actually make sure we have everything set up. Yeah, enter player 1 password, here we go. I'm not entirely sure why full screen's so strange lately. I may have a go at actually setting up the shortcuts again, but we'll see how things go. Thankfully, it doesn't take long to actually do that. Okay, good, we've actually occupied the base. I was a little bit annoyed about that. I was wondering, do we have to send troops there manually? But it's good that we have the base now. That should eliminate any options he has. Right, what do we have here? So this would be our AMC encountering what would be a small escort here. Of course, this is not the best case for us. We are outnumbered here. Now, these AMCs, I don't believe... Yeah, okay. I don't think the armed merchant ship is probably going to make it out here. The range is increasing, so it seems as though we are trying to escape here. Allied Task Force manages to escape. Okay, that's the best result there, really, for us. But that has revealed something. So we do have the Destroyer Gilmer there. We have what would be... Now, AVDs. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I'm so very used to Japanese ships now. I think that would be, of course, a aircraft tender of some nature. Possibly even a destroyer tender. I would be interested. I was wondering in your manual, is there any way to check what the weather will be like for the next turn? Plan out air attacks. Yep, we can definitely take a look at that. We'll go through that in a short period of time. So after the turn is over, we'll have a look at that. Okay, so I'm quite happy there. The armed merchant ship Awata Maru actually did come out of there fairly nicely. Considering the range was all the way down here to 2,000 yards, that is pretty impressive. So maximum visibility in thunderstorms at around 0% moonlight is 2,000 yards. So yeah, this was a very stormy night. And yeah, visibility was extremely short-ranged. Now imagine had we had maybe a few destroyers there who could have launched torpedoes into those waters. They could have inflicted some damage. But at least we are aware now of some ships actually moving across here. And we can see that this is actually an active shipping lane. Yeah, so we withdraw there. Okay, so Kitabutai has merged, which is good. Right, but cannot join. 29 ships in total. Okay, so he has about 3 B-17s here. Now, the weather is partially cloudy, but of course this is at night, so obviously their accuracy isn't going to be too great. Estimated time to target is 12 minutes. Radar spotted at 46 nautical miles. Estimated altitude is 13,000 feet. So I'd imagine he's going to be operating about 10,000 feet here. Night air attack. So he was going for the airfield here. AVD, seaplane tender destroyer. Well, I'm really jealous that he gets destroyer tenders. I mean, I think I might have something similar. Right, what do we have over here then? So that would be Argonaut. Now, this is the submarine that we were aware of. So it seems to have gone for... Is this the lead landing force, or is that the following landing force, the slower one? I think Tanakazi, so I think that is his second force, so that was the destroyer, actually from Kidiwutai. But it's a good job here that Argonaut did actually not land torpedoes on target, so we had some luck there. Yep, here we go, we are landing here at Midway. So our light cruisers and of course the escorts with the landing force are going to bombard. Now the light cruisers do have exceptionally low ammunition, to be fair. So I don't expect too much. It seems Yabali has been set alight there from coastal defences. So we do have a 6th Marine Defence Battalion. Now I'd estimate their numbers to probably be a couple hundred. It shouldn't be too terribly hard to defeat them, but it is going to be one of these things where I'd rather let the actual ground forces do that than have the naval assets commit, or overcommit really. That's the main job here. Okay. But the landing force has made it through, which is what we needed, so the Midway invasion has finally begun at last. Now, of course, this is an operation that we did consider, that I did consider cancelling, though the decision was reached basically across the community that we have, that, well, we're already underway, we might as well follow through. Okay, we are seeing pretty effective defensive fire there. We'll see what the actual results are. Okay, so our transport over here, the Asama Maru, is hit 5 times by shells. Though we don't see too heavy damage, I imagine that's not going to be too great. 187 casualties there. We do inflict 74 allied casualties, which is quite nice. Disabled, well, no disabled engineers. And we do disable 1 squad and 9 non-combatant squads over here. Okay, that's doable. We're unloading over here, so we'll probably see some additional forces lost. So 96 additional casualties here. We do lose 1 gun, 1 non-combatant squad is destroyed, and 4 combatant squads are destroyed here. 12 support troops lost overboard during the unloading of the 24th Infantry Regiment. 19 troops, yeah, accidentally lost. Squad lost from landing craft during unloading. Damage beyond repair, so that's a 70mm howitzer gun there. Which is a shame because these guns are worth their weight in gold out here. But the landings has now officially begun. That is what I like to see. Okay, so a second bombardment here. They're definitely going to be out of ammunition. We'll speed up the results here and see what happens. Right, yes. Invasion support of Midway Island. So 75 coastal guns. He may have a fairly large force here. We may be forced to use Kidiwutai's air power, though I would be reluctant to do that. Yeah, on fire, heavy damage. So Osama Maru is probably not going to make it back out from this, which is a shame. But we will withdraw the landing forces once a sufficient number of supplies is offloaded. And did I miss anything critical? No, actually, nothing too bad. We did have one of our AMCs off the American coastline intercept a AVD, DD, and something else, but they didn't actually fight a battle, they managed to withdraw, and here we do have the beginning of the Midway landings. We did have the Allied submarine Argonaut try to actually hit something, but they failed. Luckily, 2 torpedoes missed. And yeah, and there you go, you're pretty much up to date. We've had a couple, maybe about 200 casualties from the landings in total, and defensive fire at Midway. I'm hoping it's not going to be an operation that's worth far much. more than it actually really... Well, going to cost us far much more than it's actually worth. Right, now that's interesting to see that we are spotting allied aircraft near Midway. There's a fairly large amount of submarines around Midway, so he definitely knew it was coming. So it's a good job that we didn't actually go into deep with our carriers. Right, we are seeing a great number of American submarines out there. Well, allied submarines anyway. Okay, the weather. Right. So other than Midway, rather anticlimactic so far. Yeah, the turn's just getting going though, so that's going to be nice. Right, so we see our first Ka-43-1B squadron out here. The squadron is in good numbers here, 25 of them. They will absolutely outnumber the combat air patrol here, which is good news. Ideally, we do see more allied combat air patrols actually join into the battle here. It would be nice to take down a good few of them. We've had what looks to be 2 of our Oscars pull out due to either low ammunition or potentially other factors. Sometimes they'll have jams, sometimes they'll have oil leaks and they'll pull out. Thankfully, the base at Singorda isn't too far away. I mean, what we'd probably be better off doing is actually rebasing our bombers at Singorda, perhaps, and then having the fighters base at Kutupuru. But I would like to eventually score a airbase closer to the front line here. That would be significantly better for escort operations. Of course, it would be nice just all round. We are taking down a good few of these B339Ds. Yep, a couple destroyed there. And this is all good for our pilot's experience as well. So I'd love to see the day that we do see a actual ace emerge, like a true ace. So we do have supposedly 2 confirmed B339D kills. We did see some critical hits on others, so I'd imagine that will actually be maybe 4 to 5 potentially in total. So not bad at all, not bad. Now their maneuverability seems to have done quite well. Those planes have like 1/3 of the Oscar's maneuverability. Yeah, absolutely. If we take a look over here then. So group patrol altitude is 20,000 feet. Scrambling fighters between 0 and 20,000 feet. Okay. Right. Hello there, Cola. We're not doing too bad so far. We had about 200 casualties so far, the Midway landings. But things are only just getting started. We have taken down a couple of the allied fighters just outside of, well, just above Johor, so that's quite nice. Right, Ki-21-2A Sally's doing a good job there. 84 casualties on those forces approaching Fuchao. What I'm trying to do here is actually just weaken them with the bombers. Okay, we do have some additional Ki-43-1Bs. Now, there's only 3 of them, so potentially not the best engagement here, but as Blackstar does point out there, they do have significantly better maneuverability. Okay, so a very small battle. In all honesty there, very small battle. We've already seen that about, I think, maybe 2 to 3 squadrons. Those Sallies, each one is literally half a B-17, yeah, pretty much. So we had like, what, 29 Ki-21 2A Sallies, so that's what equivalent to, I don't know, let's just say about 15 B-17, so that's actually pretty decent in terms of, well, complement of bombs. Okay, yeah, as predicted there by Carl, we are seeing allied bombs going in here, so we should actually see something of a nice turkey shoot here. We do currently have 4 Ki-43-1A Oscars, we do have 4 A6M2 Zeros. The Zeros are obviously going to be the ones that are able to do the damage here. Okay, the Oscars are being driven away, but it's going to be the Zeros that inflict the kills here with their cannons. I mean, the 43-1A Oscar variant is, yeah, it's not very good. Its gun value isn't amazing. The maneuverability is good, but yeah, the gun value just leaves a lot to be desired. Now you take a look at the difference here with the Zeros, and the Zeros are actually able to get in there and actually deliver kills, like solid contact with the enemy. See, we're destroying quite a few bombers here. One of the Zeros is low on ammunition, but this is really good experience for our pilots. It should ideally boost the morale of the squadron as well. That's something I'd like to actually try and keep a track of as well. I will have to start making notes of squadron morale and really see how that changes. Okay, so about 6 of them do make it through. We may have a follow-up air battle. No, appears not. But yeah, he's inflicted 0 damage there. He's lost 2 of his bombers here at least, and 2 of them have been damaged. So he may lose more. It looks as though this raid has come from the base. Over here, the Dutch base, something of nature. Right. Yeah, it's why you're swapping to the Tojo soonish, which would be really quite nice. Dornier, I think it's Dornier's? DO2 4K1s, so 24K1s. Ooh. Yeah, he's actually doing some decent damage there. We are going to have to start running combat air patrol. So we do lose 2 of our G3M2 nows on the ground there. That's actually a pretty good result for him there. That does hurt. Yeah, Hudson's approaching. Let's see what damage they can accomplish. Thankfully, yeah, casualties inflicted. Nothing permanent. Yeah, 5,000 feet. But we do lose 2 of our G3s, which is a shame. Okay, this is a course of where of our troops over here. He's not thrown a great number of planes at me here. He did hit the refinery in Bangkok, though. Okay, so we do see some additional bombers. We aren't seeing a huge amount of actual planes rallying to defense here. But even 1-0 might be able to do some damage. We should see some Ka-43-1A Oscars join in. But at least by the fact that there is actually some sort of interference. Yeah, and that's basically just the Oscar now. Yeah, Hudson destroyed. It will have an impact on these bombers. They'll find it difficult. Blenheim damaged. Yeah, withdrawals due to engine. Okay, so they make it through. And let's see there. Okay, so little damage inflicted, if any. They lose a Hudson, additional Hudson there, and fleet Blenheims are damaged. So not really a very good result, is it, to be honest. What I need to do is actually try and get AA to each of these facilities here, just to make sure that when he does perform missions of this nature, that we do at least have something that will threaten him. Okay, so what do we have here then? So we have 9 G4M1 Bettys, we have 5 X6M2 Zeros here. We'll probably see additional combat air patrol arrive here. Ideally, the Zeros will have a good time. They are outnumbered, but ideally they're... Well, ideally the squadron's experience should make up for that difference, as well as the armament. Though one of our Zeros is potentially lost there, as it trails away. It's interesting to see that they're diving on the Zeros here. Just going to frankly hope for the best. A critical hit though, that's pretty nice. Yeah, additional Buffalo arriving. But again, this is drawing out more of his fighters, so at least that's something nice. Okay. Right, one of our Zeros is damaged. We may lose an additional Zero there. Now, the good news is we will have a great number of extra Zeros in the area. Superior to the Buffaloes, yeah. It's just an issue of when they're outnumbered. That makes it difficult. Well, not that it matters too terribly, it's just I'd rather have at least similar numbers. Now that amongst the G4, so I imagine we'll lose a couple G4s here. Oh no, actually, 9 of them make it through, so a pretty good result here. Right, of course we are facing off against basically worthless targets, but it is going to be worthwhile to clear them. We may actually want to use surface combatants to do this. Okay, so we have a torpedo here. That's pretty much going to go down. Yeah, she goes down. Good. Right, follow-up battle here. Right, we do lose a Betty on the way out. Okay, let's speed up the results here. So we do lose 2 Bettys, G4M1 Bettys, and 3 of them are damaged. I don't think we lost a Zero. But we do take out one of these ships here, and we do destroy at least a Buffalo. And we do inflict some damage. Nice to take out those 2 engine bombers with victory points. Yeah, that's always a nice point. It's a shame that we've lost a few bombers here, but I can replace them. I think what we'll do is actually take some of our surface assets from over this way and actually have them brought down here. It's interesting to see that we do have something here. That might be in landing force, to be honest. But each bomber, well, each fighter that we draw out and damage or destroy is 1 less fighter to defend Singapore. Now you can see here, it seems his combat air patrol is, wow, that's such a good job. Yeah, obliterated by the torpedo. Very good job. Yeah, obliterated. Oh, good job. Yeah, that's 2 kills there. Wow. That was a really good job. That's actually some pretty damn accurate torpedoes there. Hello there, pirate. How you doing, my friend? Okay, so we can see that, so far, what have you missed? Okay, so the midway landings have begun. We've suffered there so far about 200 casualties. Our landing ships have taken some fire. Some of them are on fire, of course, and a little bit of damage. But the troops are ashore on the island itself. We did have our AMC just outside the American coastline actually really run into a small American force of an AVD, DD, and something else I can't remember the designation of. Though that battle ended inconclusively due to the fact that the weather was thunderstorms and visibility was down to 2,000 yards. Yeah, you hit motor torpedo boats with torpedoes. Yeah. Well, this is it. It's a absolutely insignificant target, but the thing is it does clear the way, so that's going to be nice. At least we won't have something that our submarines may attack, and it's always good experience for actual torpedo bombers and improves the morale of the squadron, so it's worthwhile. But it is interesting to see the fact that this raid went ahead with no interception. Yeah, we need AA over Bangkok. Okay. So we have air operations in the PM. Right, we do lose one of our search planes there. Right. Supposedly a hit there from our B5N1 Kates. Ships near Billion and Buffaloes. I'll have to take a look at that. Could those be the Allied CVs? Now that'd be interesting. Yeah, that air-to-air combat didn't last long, did it? Oh, we're talking about down here. Right, that's something to take a look at. Hit but no explosion. That ship does not know how lucky it is. Come on, I'd like to see another kill here. Yep, there we go, obliterated. There we go. Yeah, that squadron, I wonder if it is the same squadron, but they are really inflicting some heavy losses here. The good news is, yes, we are destroying basically worthless ships, but the thing is, this is clearing the way out of, that's clearing the way for us. It's also going to really drive home a point to THG that this area is no longer safe for his surface ships to actually operate. Which is what we want to see happen here. Wow, that is a lot of G32s. Unfortunately, we don't have any escorts, but that's a very large number. We'll see what the results are, how many make it through. Okay, so we lose about 4 of them, was it? Right, okay, we do have a actual destroyer here. That would be a worthwhile target. Come on, if we can actually hit these, that'd be nice. Come on. Right, so far no hits here, but we are hoping. Remember the British still have biplane torpedo bombers in Singapore? Yeah, exactly. Hello there, Iconoclast, how you doing, my friend? We've so far not seen anything from Fiji. Okay, it's a shame that our G3s are taking some losses here. I'm hoping that we do get a hit. Seems they're struggling here, but we do have a good number. Yeah, no hits. We lose quite a few there. 5 destroyed, 7 damaged, 1 destroyed by flak. So it's a shame. It would have been nice if I actually hit some of the targets there. We have to be fairly careful with this, as we can't afford too many losses. So it may be best to actually potentially use surface ships around that area, or we may want to actually hold off for the time being with torpedo bombers. We'll see really what the results of the turn are. But of course we will have additional zeros, so that will be good news. Okay, another bombardment. Okay, so additional 74 casualties reported there. Is this the second landing? Yeah, that's the second landing. Oh, that's very good news then. So an additional 167 casualties reported. And, I can only apologise about the hoovering in the background. Somebody clearly doesn't realise I'm recording. Right. There we go. Brilliant. Apologies, guys. Okay, so anyway, moving on. So we can see here, 8 guns have been lost, 1 destroyed, 7 disabled. We do have 10 squads disabled, 30 non-combatant disabled, 1 destroyed, which is a good result there. Right, very nice. That's actually pretty nice. But at least we do have the full force there on the island. Right, no additional losses there. Wow, they really like to bombard here. I think he forgot to stick a proper unit onto Midway, judged by those losses. If you like, you can you lay out your operation plan for Fiji? I gathered from the last video that your intent has been fleshed out a bit, including secondary landings at a close-by island. Indeed it has. What we'll do is we'll process the rest of the turn, and then we'll go and take a look at that. And it shouldn't be too long of a turn now. I think we might be done with... yeah, here we go. Land phase. Now this will be interesting. So we do have our attack over here just outside Anyang. So of course we do see a few Chinese corps. But we do have a 19th Division, 35th Division, as well as a good complement of Japanese armor. Hopefully it should be fairly effective. I don't know if it will drive them out, but it'll inflict some heavy damage, I'd imagine, on the Chinese. Apparently small, speedy torpedo boats are easy to hit for your pilots, but destroyers, oh boy. I know, right? Okay, so we don't drive them out, but we are going to be inflicting casualties on them. So, 1,027 casualties reported, 7 squads destroyed, 70 disabled. We do lose 4 guns, 1 destroyed, 3 disabled. We don't lose any vehicles though, which is important. Though we do inflict 2,902 casualties on the Allies, 13 squads destroyed, 266 disabled, 2 non-combatant, 19 disabled there. He has lost there, 1 gun destroyed, 28 disabled, so he's lost, how many guns does he actually have? Yeah, so he's lost like what? Perhaps a quarter. Somewhere in the region of a quarter of his artillery there. So that's very good. Of course, additional reinforcements will be on their way. And the 15th Division has finally arrived over here to ideally drive out the 48th Chinese Corps. Yes, and we recapture Haiwainan. Tenno, Haika, Banzai. There we go, so we finally take the city back. That's good news. And with that, we will follow this up, and we will begin the march back towards Xinjiang. We're not going to leave these guys without any support in the north. Right, we actually do inflict a lot of damage there. 105 squads destroyed, 22 disabled. That is a big number of squads destroyed. Very good. It's a shame that we don't pursue them. Right, shock attack over here. Of course, this is just a war area headquarters. It's just going to take some time just to actually drive it down. Right, we capture the city there. Ideally destroy the unit too. No, they continue to retreat. But then across the city here. Now the issue is, actually no, I think we do have forces here. Yeah, we will do. Okay, so that is 2 bases there recaptured. 234 allied casualties. No Japanese. Good experience there. Right, so we have a deliberate attack at Shaohing. Yeah, 95, 122. So of course the Corps does have more strength than any one of these individual units, but together they should do well. Yep, and we force them to retreat. 388 casualties sustained and 701 inflicted. Yeah, look at those losses there. 73 squads destroyed, 59 non-combatant squads destroyed, 2 engineers, 6 guns lost. So he's going to find his strength there to be much diminished. 4,941 troops, 43 guns. Okay, so he hasn't lost too much. I'd say, I don't know, I'm not that good at maths. I'd maybe say just under, maybe around 10% of his guns. Probably less, more, I don't know, something in that region. But he's lost a lot of his assault potential. Now we should see combat taking place soon over here, so Chuxian may fall yet in the coming days. And with that, you'll see a rapid succession of Chinese bases being captured. Okay, so we have the Japanese shock attack at Midway. Yep, it seems he's not reinforced the island, so Midway will fall here. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, Midway falls, ideally. Oh no, it may not yet fall. No, it hasn't yet fallen. Okay, so it will fall next turn. It's a shame that we didn't actually take the island here in one go. We do sustain a lot of casualties here, but we should be able to take the island in the following turn. Yeah, once our forces recover here, he only has a 6 Marine Defensive Battalion. Or, yeah, Defense Battalion. It's a shame, actually. I was hoping that we could have actually taken the island in first attack. Right, so we see a allied deliberate attack over here. Now, he may drive them into the sea. I'm not entirely sure here. I was hoping the 124th Battalion would have some more strength to them again, but it seems not. Though, yeah, we do hold here. That's good news. So, 61 casualties sustained, 158 inflicted. Right, that's nice. We do lose 2 of our guns, though, which is a shame. I was hoping that we would have taken Midway, but we'll be able to take Midway with air support potentially, or just obviously some time. More forces are arriving. The other thing is we might see yet another attack from the additional forces that landed. We'll see. Okay, so we do see an additional allied attack at Ichang now. Deliberate attack. I'm not entirely sure if we'll be able to hold them back. We do have a lot of strength in the 34th Division, as well as the 13th RGC Temporary Division. Thankfully, we do have a good amount of fortification. I think we've got up to like level 2 potentially again, maybe level 3. Definitely need to fortify, but the division is very strong actually in this position. Yeah, I think they'll do fine actually. We might inflict some good casualties on the Chinese here. Yeah, they're being supplied from the air, which is something he's not stopping at the moment, which is good news. He doesn't capture the city, but it does reduce the fortifications. He did have a lot of assault value there, more than we had. So we do suffer about 1,000 casualties, 7 destroyed, 37 disabled. They will come back, these guys will never come back. So we have taken some solid losses there. His casualties, 1,578. Of course, he does have numbers far in excess of our own. Yeah, 54,000 troops versus 16,000 troops. Reinforcements are definitely needed at Chang. That or potentially a prolonged bombing campaign to just reduce their assault value. Right, so we have an allied shock attack over here. Allied shock attack? Huh. Yeah, allied shock attack. He may have made a mistake there. Or he may have just wanted to actually have that unit destroyed. I don't know. I'm going to say it's a mistake, but yeah, overall that's actually been great for us. Of course, that was an assault against a Japanese force far greater. Yeah, 538 troops versus 4,151. 42 guns, 16 vehicles. Yeah, looks like he loses almost like half his force there. We'll be able to destroy that next turn then. Okay, coming towards the actual end of the turn here. Now, we didn't see anything in the south here. Yeah, in this one turn he lost in time off the forces in one day. Ideally, we can actually turn that to our advantage. We do have things starting to roll now in China, which is good. And perhaps these imperialists think lowly of their Chinese pawns. Well, this is it. We are using Chinese forces as well. Okay. So overall, we did fairly well. It's a shame that we didn't take Midway in one attack, but it looks fairly weak. Hopefully we'll still have a decent amount of... Right, Yuzhou too has arrived at Saigon. I think that was forces sent last turn. Sensitive Sentai arrives. Okay. Oh god, it's doing it again. Why is it doing this? Okay, I don't know why it seems to be doing this. Really irritating. What's up there, Saltfish? How you doing, my man? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to save, and I'm going to rebuild the actual shortcut just because I don't know what it's doing. We'll go over that shortly, Swordfish. Just going to save this. This is what it was doing last night, and I can't figure out why. Take the northern oil city on the Burma Road, and then his reinforcements will drop down to 120 squads a month. Oof, that'd be rough. Right, I'll just double check that this has saved. Yeah, I'll just make another one just in case. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do here is just rebuild a shortcut. Hold on there 2 moments, guys. So let's get rid of that one. At least this will be a mini tutorial of how to use the CB's utility as well while we're here. They'll remind about Manchukuo is the only real China. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if we have any new aces, that'd be nice. Okay, so full screen mode, daily in-game terms. Or save, so we don't need that because we save anyway. Okay, force that. Right. Hold on a moment here, guys. There we go. So we'll have it somewhere around here now. Somewhere. Somewhere. Yeah, I can't see that. Didn't mean to put an S on that. We'll do that again. So there, Major. Yeah, we keep seeming to have a issue here. We've actually running the game at the moment, which is weird. So I'm just trying to actually build this again. Should not take 2 minutes, guys, but you've got to understand this is needed. Otherwise, yeah, streaming the game is going to be weird. I don't know why it's been so strange. God damn it, when I'm recording, you always click the wrong things. Is it next to Steam? Nah, that's Reluctant Admiral. That's a mod. There we go. Okay. Ah, there we go. Rename that. Okay, let's see if that's any better. Otherwise, I have no idea why it's been weird. May not just like this background. Right, if the screen's gone black, that's because obviously the game's launching here. Right, let's hope this is actually going to work now, because otherwise I can't fathom the reason. Okay. Load back into the actual save here. We'll take a look at, obviously, the results then. No, it's... don't know why it's doing that. That's pissing me off. Okay. Anybody have any ideas how we could try and fix this issue? Because that is pissing me off. Is that actually... yeah, it's happening on stream. God damn it. I wonder. I'm just wondering if I can actually increase its priority or something. Yeah, delete all. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is it. I've tried restart and it doesn't make a difference. Honestly, I've tried that. Yeah, we're seeing through the simulation. It's like now I've clicked onto the game and it's doing weird fucking things. Yeah, there's something fucky here. I wonder if it's due to the fact that I have a additional shortcut here. That could be why. Yeah, that might be why. Maybe. We'll try it and see what happens. God, the game is really being fucky. Yeah, we're breaking the conditioning. We're going deeper. I can only apologize, guys. I don't know why it's been so fucky. We've had it so seamless before, and now we get issues. So we'll try that. So there, Borian. Yeah, it seems as though it's having to fight to actually remain full screen or like on top. What handles are you using? I don't know what that means. I'm not techie. So I'm basically, I don't know, let's just say that borderline autistic when it comes to like tech support. I can use computers, I just can't be asked for them. Right, CPU orders can mess with it, deter the window mode. Okay, we'll try that then, we'll rebuild it again. Apologies guys, we just need to make this work. Okay, so should I turn this off then, so I just leave this off? It was working fine before, which I find strange. Okay. We'll just wait for tech support here just to fix our issues. Because, I don't know. Strange. Very, very strange. Right, you think it'll... Yeah, well, I closed it anyway. Right click... Yeah. I don't need that autosave system. I save it anyway, to be honest. That's something I need to start using. Okay. Yeah, did I try turning it on and off again? Yeah, I definitely tried turning it on and off again. This is wasting bloody time. I hate this sort of stuff. I hate bloody technical shit. It's not the right one I want. We'll see what happens if we leave it without these CPU orders on. Okay, now what I'd like to do is obviously make one, but obviously a windowed. I'd like to actually disable the animations. Or can I actually like tell the... I guess we'll just have to deal with the dancing animations then, unless we can actually tell it to stop somehow. Yeah, fuck knows. I'm just going to leave this stuff. One windowed. What's up there, Captain? How you doing, my man? Yeah, don't worry about this. It's not normal. Once we're done with this, we should be ready to get back into the game. I really can't fathom why things are being weird. I'm kind of wondering if it's Avast. Avast is a fucking awful internet security thing. It just honestly causes me so many issues. It is unreal. And I'd change to something else, but I'm just fucking cheap, man. Alright, here we go. I think it's there. Let's rename this full screen. Answer me this, did the biplanes do anything? You know, I don't think we actually saw any biplanes. No, I don't think we really did see any biplanes. I'm sorry, man. I wish this would go back to the same bloody thing. Right. Build me a bloody... Right, there we go. Okay, we'll try that then. Hopefully we'll have no issues. Obviously I've got to link it up to the actual ESE. Right. Okay, hopefully we have no issues now. I may have to actually post on VCB's part of the forum and just see what people say, because I have no freaking clue when it comes to tech. I have no bloody clue. Okay. If not, we'll just have to ignore it for the time being. It's a pain in the arse, but I don't want to waste your guys' time. Waste enough time with this sort of technical shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, fingers crossed. We do, of course, need to take a look at what has gone on, so... Right, okay, yeah, that seems alright, Ben. Yeah, it might have been actually the CPU stuff, and so that's... Yeah, that's looking good, Ben. Alright, we're good to go. Superb. Right, okay, so we do see currently 3,180 troops over here. Of course, half of that or less is the actual number we're facing. We currently have the 24th Infantry Regiment here, 61 AV, 50 AV. The machine spirit of your PC seems to be angry. You know what, I've not cleaned this computer in I don't know how long. And you know the thing is, it's like you buy a solid state drive and you think, you know what, I'm going to keep this solid state drive clean. Nah, fucking, it's gone. There's only like 16 gig left. To be honest, I'm just going to buy, I don't know, I might buy another computer in the future and just get somebody else to build it. I can't be asked to do it myself anymore. Okay, anyway. Seems to just unloading just troops and supplies right now. How many tons of supply do we actually have on the island? So we've got 2,332 tons of supply there. Yeah, heresy. Right, combine the landing forces together here. A little bit low on fuel. We have taken some damage, yeah. Some ships more than others. The Asamar and the Rue is going to have to stay here. It'd be a shame because I don't want to lose all that supply and I don't want to lose a useful transportation ship. Her troop capacity is actually very high, so that is going to hurt. She's only 22 points, but I'd rather not lose her. But we finally have Kiributai reunited and on tour. At long last, we do have it. We actually should have some additional forces in here as well, which is quite nice. We are seeing some ships with some heavy systems damage, some with engine damage as well. Urakazi is actually down to only 25 knots, so we can't really be going full speed with her. Okay, but the main thing is we actually have them ready to go. We did see... Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 submarines here. I think it may be worth us actually leaving behind the damaged ships and pulling the rest out. Yes, so the transports don't fire on the island. We'll take a look. Obviously, remove full speed, mission speed. They shouldn't fire on the island. I think it's due to the fact that they're unloading. I think it's classed as landing. I mean, I can tell them just to be like an actual transport or not. Okay. Well, let's take a look around here. So around Hawaii, we aren't seeing the activity that we used to do. We are seeing our ships out here in the shipping lanes. So we are aware of ships around this area. We did intercept them. So if I take a look at the actual combat report then. So the very first one was the destroyed Gilmer, the AVD Williamson, and this transport over here. I do find that rather interesting that he would choose to have something like that out there. It's either something he deems to be unassailable, i.e. safe, which is why he sent such a small force with a lowly garrison. Of course, he's like giving it a escort, that's what I mean. He's giving it an escort basically as part of standard procedures, but I don't think he would have been expecting anything, otherwise he would have been a little bit more diligent with it. Yeah, the carriers are set to actual ASW duties with their dive bombers. So we take a look. Yeah, the Vals here, 30% ASW duties. The B5N2 Kates here on search, currently using torpedoes, of course. We do have a squadron out there, obviously, on ASW from one of the carriers. I can't remember which one it was. Range is 5, 6, 7, yeah. We may potentially have them hovering in this area. Aces, yep, don't worry, we'll check on that soon, my man. We'll check soon. We do have a destroyer tender over here. That can actually render some repair to the destroyers here. I don't know how effective, but at least it would be something. Right, we do have our ship over here unloading supplies at last, which is good news. What is the range here? Right, so that's 25 hexes. Yeah, 25 is just there, so not very close. Now, I was actually expected to see some activity down here in the south, but we've actually not seen anything, which is really, really interesting. We must have just missed them, which is a shame. I'd imagine that's down to Moonlight being at 0% here, so they probably slipped away in the night. More than likely at full speed, but it's a shame that we didn't intercept anything here. The good news is we do have our landed forces over here, so Task Force 157, 303 troops. The secondary one is on its way. It's going to take some time longer to arrive, but these guys are making good speed. It's a shame that we have the... I mean, what I might do here is actually just dump the patrol boat to head alongside here. Yeah, 14 knots. That'd probably be for the best, potentially. Of course, then these guys would make significantly faster progress. So what I'll do is I'll create a second one here with just a patrol boat. Or not. Yeah, okay. Can't split them off. We might just tell them to go and make full speed then. It's shite, but I'll have to do. Tell them full speed as well. Get your asses in gear. Of course, fuel's going to be light, but I don't think we'll have them moving out too quickly. Now, a lot of activity here. Yeah, I was hoping that we'd see something. Was hoping there. You took some rather high losses. Do you think that Midway is still worth it? Losses... Well, we took casualties. We did take a few losses, but not so much in casualties. Well, actual dead. The other troops will come back in time. Unit strength 68 out of 97, 82 out of 93. So that one's actually good to go, for the most part. Well, the thing is... Right, okay, you're still on strategic, which is why you probably didn't do too well. So you're on defense... Well, combat now. The question is, do we actually go with a shock attack again? We'll discuss that one. It might be worth it to actually use the B5N2 Kates to actually run dive bombing, potentially with the dive bombs as well. Possibly. So there, Judy, how you doing? Well, we've just had a series of technical issues which we've just actually solved here, so that'd be quite nice. The opening, well, we had an interesting start. We did actually have our AMC via Awata Maru actually come practically point-blank range with a destroyer AVD and a transport over here. Though, of course, there was no combat. We did have some teams. We had the second Midway landing force actually see a Argonaut, the submarine Argonaut attempt there. Yeah, do not shock attack. Yeah, I don't think we have the numbers. Do we just go with a deliberate attack? Obviously, then support them with aircraft potentially. Yeah, and this was the pre-invasion action of Midway. I was really hoping that we could have actually taken that first turn. It was looking pretty good, but I think their numbers just held out. Wow, look at that. 104 mines have been cleared from just outside of Hong Kong. So that operation is going well. So soon Hong Kong Harbour will be completely cleared of mines and fully open for business, which would be great for us. Yep, then we saw the Oscars there. Sweep destroyed 2 B-339s. It's also very difficult to take. The worst part is the initial landings as you take extra casualties and disruption. That's a good point. We'll take a look at the disruption there. So disruption is 21, 14, yeah, disruption 37. Well, what we may do then is the best course of action is to wait until your troops recover losses and disruption. Yeah, we can do that then. So would you say potentially bombardment? Possibly bombardment, or would you just say just defensive? Even better if you dedicate bombers to attack and defending units. Yeah, then of course the defending units can't actually recover. You've got 2 days before the Midway force is out of strat mode. Attacks before then would be less than stellar. That's a good point. So what do you guys think then? Do we have 2 days of defense or do we have 2 days of bombardment with the guns on the island? Yeah, they were in strategic mode, which is probably why they didn't do too well. Yeah, strategic mode. They've been unloaded. I think it was the fact that we had accidentally loaded them in strategic mode some time ago, but it was far too late at that point to actually fix that issue. Okay, sit and defend. Yep, that works for me. We'll do that then. Now, what I'm contemplating here is, do we use our dive bombers to actually attack the island? The Vals do have 7 hex range. If you try and do anything in strategic mode, your troops will be mauled. Yeah, it seems like that happened there. Otherwise, I think we would have taken the island, so that's a shame. But oh well. We didn't take too terribly high losses, mostly just casualties, which will eventually recover for the most part. Yeah, let them get their guns out first. Apologies if I'm sounding like a little bit hoarse here. It's like work today had so much dust in the air. And make sure you check the other troops for your other landings that are in combat. Well, I don't know if we can actually change it while they're in transit. Right. So we do have the additional forces from Guam over here, so the 144th Regiment. Well, that's fantastic, actually. So at least we do have additional forces to follow up the invasion of Fiji with. So we do have that going for us. Okay, pretty good. Right, we have the Guam cover force underway. They're nearing that objective. Of course, there's additional submarines out this way. Right, forces at Tarawa. We could tell them to potentially stop here at Tarawa and wait for the Guam cover force to arrive. Probably for the best. Yeah, we'll have them head for Tarawa first. Link up with the additional forces there. That would be a great idea. Tell them do not unload. Do not unload. Yeah, we're still loading supplies here. We'll tell them to stop. Right, cancel unloading. Hello there, Fresh Holy. So we've had a few things happen. It's been a eventful turn. We did expect more, but I'm happy with what's happened so far. But yes, we did see a number of bombers attack Mersin. We did see 2 G3s lost over here. We did actually sink a number of allied ships over here. Mostly small craft. So if we take a look... Well, actually, what I'll do then is actually take a look over here. Intelligence, ship sunk, allied ships. So if we take a look, destroyed while building at Hong Kong, okay. So we'll sort by sunk date. Okay. Can you hear those ships on the southern tip of the Philippines or the ones near Borneo? Yeah, we'll take a look at those shortly, actually. So we took out a Harbour Defense motor launch, and a Minesweeper. So we're basically nothing, but still. It's incredible to see that they were able to hit ships with 87 maneuverability. These ships are 86 tons. Can you imagine just how much damage one of these long-lance torpedoes did? Assuming it is a long-lance torpedo. But let's figure that one out. So that's an 18-inch, I think. Yeah, 18-inch Type 91 torpedo. How much do those bad boys actually weigh? Because that's something I'd rather find interesting. Let's see. Weight. So yeah, they weighed just under, what, a ton there. That's a lot of bloody weight. That's a lot of weight there. Yeah, they were blown the fuck up. You can understand why it said it was obliterated. Yeah, 205 kilograms of actual explosives there. That's incredible. So we do have an actual... Right, aerial torpedoes. That's incredible, the 2-tonner. Absolutely insane. So yeah, they got absolutely obliterated. That is a huge, huge sledgehammer to crack that nut. I think we are going to use surface forces here in the future. We aren't seeing anything really out here. Still only 6 ships in the harbour, supposedly. What do we have here? APD, light cruiser. Where are they heading? We don't have an actual heading here. Right. Yeah, airdrop torpedoes are far more prevalent in the game than they were in real life. I suppose in real life, it's like these torpedo bombers would not have... I doubt they would have bothered with something like that, considering the sheer difficulty of really trying to hit something like that. And it's like, yeah, it's a waste of resources, to be honest. AM over here, so that's a Minesweeper. Right. I'm glad that we did capture this base over here. So that does actually gain us some additional... Wow, that's 16,000 supplies. That's actually a lot of supply there. And an actual additional airfield. Fantastic. If you have good detection levels, you tend to get better allocation of forces, but it can be difficult to stop torpedo bombers from sauntering off to sink sub-chasers and the like. Yeah, pretty much they see a target, they go for target. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey torpedo. Yeah, looks like our forces are going to arrive over here. That's a good job. So the Miura detachment will arrive. And then we'll actually be able to organize that unit there into a full division. Miura detachment. So we'll have the 33rd Infantry Regiment then, which may actually be organised into a proper division potentially. Let's see. 20th Infantry Regiment, 16th... Yeah, there we go. So we'll be able to organise the 16th Division, as all our forces will actually be in the Philippines. Superb. How is the unloading going over here of the 33rd Division? Of course, they're still being unloaded, but yeah, it looks like the mainline infantry has been unloaded. Looks like no vehicles or guns yet unloaded. Other troops taking some time. It's taken a long time, but once they're unloaded, it is going to be worthwhile. Of course, we are unloading into a size 1 port, so it's going to take significantly longer than we would hope for. We do have our... Right, okay. These forces over here, what we're going to do then... I'm going to take out the actual destroyers, leave in the patrol boats, but take the destroyers. And there we go, so Satsuki, Asakazi, and Hatakazi will be taken out there. Now, I do have my... Yep. We do have some sub-chasers there actually as well. So that's kind of the 4th division here. What we're going to do then is we're going to perform a little trick. Yeah, there we go. Take out the sub-chasers due to that they have practically nothing there. Meet task force. Yeah, meet that force over there, so merge. Right, turn you down to mission speed. We'll have a tactical refuel. Basically, or not. Right, strange. I was hoping they would spread that fuel around. I guess there's not that much fuel. They're not far now from landings. If need be, I could tell them to land at Kagoshima. I'll tell them to head to Kagoshima instead, actually. That is closer. Yeah, about 2-3 days they'll be there. Okay, now with the destroyers, of course I do want that extra fuel. We'll tell them to... Well, they need some additional fuel, actually. We do have quite a lot of destroyers there, but it is a prize that definitely does need to be defended. So we'll tell them to merge. We might possibly have them act as a vanguard force once we have the fuel available. So they're going to head down this way and then land at this port over here, which is a size 2. Good news. Size 1 here. Said something about ships not being able to merge outside of Bangkok. Yeah, we'll take a look at that one shortly. Size 1 port. Size 1 port, yeah, but size 3 airfield, which is nice. Right, okay, so our force will land in San Fernando next term, which is great, so that'll bring some additional SNLF. Yeah, just a couple of them. They're really there just to guard. They were meant for Borneo, but they'll do fine here. The main prize here is, of course, the actual aviation engineers. What we're doing is actually building up our airfields and our air power in the Philippines, so we can actually persecute an effective campaign here. It does still currently have 13 auxiliary aircraft. I'd imagine basically search planes at this point. Okay, so let's take a look outside here then. Yep, so we do have this force. We'll tell them to actually replenish at sea. We do have a lot of anti-submarine warfare capabilities there. That is a really... Yeah, you see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 transports. Yeah, so most of the actual task force here of the 18 ships, you see that most of this task force, like what, 13, is escort. So he's not going to have an easy time getting in there. If he does manage it, yeah, good job to him. Why are you heading there? You need to head into Saigon. So I don't know why you're heading there. Go repair, my friend. Okay. It seems they weren't able to actually merge this, which is interesting. Why the head? Right, okay. Perhaps I forgot to get them orders to actually link up. Interesting. Though we might keep them as a potential reserve here. That's still a powerful force. But we have here the Gulf of the Siam... Well, Gulf of Siam force here set to actually follow as they couldn't merge. Yeah. We might have them actually merge into the Vanguard. The Vanguard's made up of 10 ships here. The carrier force is made up of 24 ships. Yep, okay. Right. What do we have here in terms of ASW? So we have 22 and 10. So yeah, you definitely need that. Of course, this does help with that. Okay. What I'm going to tell you to do then is we're going to take the heavy cruiser Nachi, moving into this force here, and then what we'll do is tell this force to actually merge with the Vanguard. Right, merge. You do not need to move at full speed, however. Okay, so that will bring the Vanguard back up with an additional heavy cruiser, and they'll have, yeah, additional heavy cruiser and an additional 4 destroyers, which is good. Destroyers are very fucking dangerous, especially with their long lancers. Stupidly dangerous. But the good news is our carriers have made it in scot-free, so what we may want to do now is actually use our carrier air power. We could use them on escort missions, to be honest. That might be an effective use of their time. Apologies, I've got a bit of, like... it's this, we call it the fake cough at... Well, a fake cold at work. Basically what it is like when obviously you're on building sites and stuff like that, there's a huge amount of dust. And you breathe it in, of course. It gives you one, like, a sort of, like... As if you got, like, some kind of, sore throat. And then it gives you, like, a bit of a sniffle. You feel like you've got the bloody cold for a day, and then you feel alright afterwards. Right then, Carl, I'll take a look at the aces. Since you asked so bloody nicely and so reluctantly, I have been. What I'm going to do is actually save... Well, actually, no, I don't need to. I can actually just bring it back up. I'm glad that we know how to actually fix that issue, though, so that's great news. So I think it was 69 that we actually saved it as, so I'll grab that. What was this? Yeah, 67. Grab that save. Well, what I want to do is actually draw out enemy combat air patrol. And of course have the bombers defended. Right, 67. Actually, I'm going to turn up this part of the song. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I'll tell you, hard to find out some of the best music. What was that, 67? Alrighty, let's take a look. Obviously, when it loads. For those of you wondering, yes, that is my real name. Alright then, here we go. Combat air patrol over your own fields will help. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll actually have some combat air patrol given by the 1As. Okay, so we'll load the turn here. But what I'd like to do is actually take a look at this first and foremost. Load that. So we did actually begin the construction in the Yamato once again. So I think that's why we might see a potential drop there in heavy industry, but I didn't actually check it. 6,215. Yeah, there's obviously additional 4 industries being used now. I think merchant yards actually increased. I wish I could see this like turn by turn. That'd make things easier to actually understand. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at our actual regional resources here. So this is resource history of Japan. Let's take a look. Right, okay, so this is a good turn. You can see a lot of supply has been used there due to the fact that we have started to really... we went into our engines and really increased the amount of engines being produced, which is good. We can also see that our resources have increased. You can see from turn 11 we did have 4.575 million, so 4,575,000, 273 tons of resources. We then went down in turn 12 to 4,512,888 tons of resources. So something like a 60-odd thousand ton difference. Now, we have had a full turn of actual industrial usage, but we have managed to increase that by a net of, like, what, 21,000 tons? Which is good news. Very, very good news. Fuel's obviously decreasing, We can see here from turn 1, 2.5 million to 2.43, well, 2.53 million. Not a huge loss. Obviously, over time, that will continue to decrease as oil decreases and usage increases. The supply situation is a little bit worrying. Of course, I would like to see supplies going up again at some point, but the industrial expansion program does take a significant amount. But that's good. That's very good to see resources going back up. That is the lifeblood. That's good news. Okay, happy. Right, we'll take a look at aces, because I know Carl's biting at the bit. Chewing at the bit. Tearing at the bit. Right, pilots. Okay, so we're still seeing 4 kills here. We are nearing an actual ace. So we'll take a look at alerts. This turn, yep, turn 13. I'm worried about the fact that Tokyo seems to be not receiving the amount of supply she needs. Definitely need more supply in Tokyo. Harbin, supply less than double needed, so Harbin needs more as well. Huainan has changed, yep, so we're taking Huainan. Fortifications were level 2 formerly at Ichang, but has now been reduced to level 1, so we do need to build that fortifications back up. Okay, so Takao, Targo, Kuma, Naka. Right, supposedly these ships have had their repairs completed. I'd find that interesting to actually see, so we'll double check on that one. But this is rather important. They are being short here, so we do need to actually make sure they receive more. We might have to tell the other cities in the area to not stockpile to make sure it arrives there. Or even if there's anything in the harbour to tell them unload, just to actually bring that number up. Okay, so these forces have reached their destination at Low Star, Bangkok, Pouting, Low Star. Right. Inspiration has increased there. Good number of leaders obviously arrived in there. Air group arrived the 70th centile. I'll have to take a look at that. Okay. We'll go into our operations. Not that. And there we go. Okay. Leaving patrol zones to replenish it, the island, yep. Ooh. Orakazi collides with Abukuma. So that would explain the actual damage there. So that's not good to see that they actually collided. That's not good. That may be due to the amount of moonlight, the difficulties in actually positioning. Right. Arrow 6-1 detects enemy submarine on surface, but cannot position to attack. Oh, that's a shame. Can you imagine if we'd actually been able to take out a submarine with a submarine? That'd been hilarious. Right. Yeah, Miba cannot join. That's fine. Stronghold has been spotted at 58-4. Yeah, you want to check their captains. Yeah, we will do. Are you talking about the captains of the squadrons or of something else? Ah, right. Collisions tend to be a result of large task force sizes as well, poor captain skills. Okay, well, that's going to be something to look at in the future. That's good to know. A Thornycraft. Right. Motor launch. Supposedly hit there. Task Force 13 sighted by Allied aircraft at 15891 near Midway Island. Task Force 3 or 4 sighted by Catalina near Tarawa. So he's aware of something there. Both ship commanders and Task Force commanders. Okay. Yeah, lots of activity near Midway. You can see here our B5N2 Kates have detected that. We'll send them to potentially ASW duties as well. Have something like... We'll have about 30% of the squadron on ASW duties. Maybe about 20% of the squadron. Of course, then we'll see about that one. I learned that one the hard way, as I'd a couple heavy cruiser captains were propensity to bound their ships off carriers. Bloody hell. Can you imagine the absolute fucking they would get? They would be absolutely... Oh, God. They'd be whipped. That is not something you want to do. Okay. I think what we'll do then is we'll have, I don't know, do we use all the dive bombers in the Cates? I think what we'll do is potentially keep the dive bombers running. Maybe keep, then again, see, what I wanted to do is actually use the range. I don't want to get close to Midway due to the amount of bloody submarines, but we may decide it is worth our time to have a large strike. We'll see. I mean, that's what the US Navy did a few... Yeah, they did. And that's incredible in this day and age. Absolutely incredible. Okay. Right. Shimizu of 64 Sentai is credited with kill number 3. From what I understand, it was actually a moderately common back then due to difficulty in communications and close quarter stations. Right. Still not imagine they get a fucking... Oh, look at that. Kurosawa, credited with kill number 3 and kill number 4. So he killed 2 planes there. Yeah, we'll take a look at the production screen in a short moment. B5N2 Kate from a cargo 3 crashes on landing, but I think she could be repaired potentially. Yeah, definitely. Spools, we'll see that. Replenishment at sea was a particularly hated job. I don't know how Americans did it. I need to learn more about this. But that's pretty good. So we had a kill number 3 somewhere here. Where the hell was that? 3, 4. I might have just been reading something again here. So we are seeing a lot of information there. Yeah, I'll take a look at the signal intelligence soon. Alright, pilot reported killed. Damaged on landing. Yeah, they're really suffering here. And awake. There we go, transporting supplies to Wake Island. We can obviously cancel that now. Chiang Mai, Ichang, Itang. Damage on landing. Okay, begins loading resources at Shanghai for delivery to Nagasaki. Capture Huainan and Huaihin. I can't fucking do these pronunciations, man. I can't do it. Game over, man. Nuke it from orbit. Okay, so we actually take some replacements there. Yeah, A602 replacements. Very nice. Yep, Ryujo. I like it. 78th Infantry Regiment, service and device has been upgraded. Cavalry 3rd, 1st, 55th. Right, delayed planes for the aircraft pool. 12 A5M4 Claudes and 13 KI-27s. 8 and 8. So I think that's like 8 active and maybe reserves or something combined. Devices upgraded in 15th Division supplied from Huainan. Devices upgraded in 110th Division. I need to obviously get forces here. I will do at some point in the future. Ryujo 2 arrives at Saigon, Sentai arrives at Kaifeng. Okay, we'll take a look at the production then, courtesy of Albert Speer, Black Star. Production first of all, we'll take a look at what's actually been built here. Sold by building. So you can see here that we are currently up to 67 A6M2 zeros a month now, so 2.23 a day, 1.83 Oscars per day, 1.37 K-21s. I think the US Navy had both ships sail alongside each other, while the more common and easier but slower method was for one ship to follow the tanker which trailed a hose. Right, okay. I think I've seen like images of underway replenishment. It is rather intriguing. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right, so what do we think here? Do we try to increase our numbers of A6M2 zeros? Of course, once we have the research, we'll have far more production of the A6M varieties. But we'll see. Yep, I'll let Black Star get back to me on that one. Remember the VP loss from Partisans? Yeah, I do need troops there. What I'm doing really is obviously sacrificing those bases for the time being, just to make sure the troops are actually where they're needed for the time being. What I'll do is actually take troops back. I might take some RTA divisions, actually split them up if I can do. We'll find something to fill those gaps. Okay, let's take a look at the differences here. Right, so you can see the numbers have increased each turn now. It's up from the 56 that we had initially. But obviously we do need numbers to really build up. This is obviously from converting some A5 M4 squadrons to A6 M2 zeros. So a couple of days and we'll have significantly more zeros in the area. Yeah, it's one of those things where it just builds up, but it's better not to lose those points. We'll deal with it as we can. You may want to lower the Mavis repairs. The H6Ks. How would we go about lowering that? Oh, basically stop the actual production. Yeah, we did overbuild on that one, I think. I mean, they're vital aircraft, but yeah, I'd agree that they are going to take up a lot of engines. And we'll move on to the actual engine production here then. Okay, so we'll aim for about 20, so currently we're at 16. We'll wait for it to reach about 20 then, and then we'll obviously halt that production. Right, building. Nakajima, so we'll have about 203 being built each month. 6.77 each day, obviously that's still increasing to 527 here. Obviously we can decrease that should we need to. Look at the field factories. Right, I do have some of these engines in the pool. Increase the Diana production by 9 to 19, depending on the Crisis needs. Okay. Yeah, these are fantastic aircraft. Yeah, we'll definitely do that, actually. I don't know why I didn't already increase that, but we'll definitely do that. Okay, yeah, that's something we can do. Well, actually, HA60, Mitsubishi, sorry, HA53, 32. Yeah, I think that was before obviously we were going about. That was from a while ago, but we can obviously tell them to stop producing. That's not an issue. How many engines would we need, and how many HA35s would we need? Let's go back, bring that up. Yeah, okay, so how many HA35 should we aim for then? Also build up a ton of HA45s, you will need every single one, yep. Okay. If you could actually put on the document there in black style, like the numbers I should aim for, that'd be really helpful. Then obviously I can try and build numbers up to those standards. But yeah, just how many engines per month should we aim for then with the Hakajima 35s? Nakajima, not Hakajima. It just depends on what you're going to make. Okay. Well, of course, you know our R&D, so I'd leave that one up to you. But of course, we can actually decrease that. Ah, this bloody pseudo cold. Okay, so we can obviously see that we will have additional factories coming online now. Obviously, we do want to try and get that up to about 500 then. Okay. What's in Hong Kong on here? Okay, what we'll do then is we'll go in and increase the... Was it the Ki-48s? The Dianas. Yeah, these Dinas. R-46 is okay. We'll build a additional I'll start that increasing to about 20 and we'll see where we are from there. Right, the Hex 6k. Once that reaches about 20, then we'll stop that. We need to go ahead and check on Tokyo. She definitely needs resources. Yeah, she's showing lack of supply here. Yeah, she absolutely needs more. So just whack that up. What do we have in the port? Okay, unloading supplies there, that's good. Yeah, nothing there. It seems that we just drew too many supplies out of Tokyo itself, so obviously we need those supplies to make it. I do have 2 destroyers over here. Yeah, I think they were for the actual... The Nick? Do I have a Nick? I'm not gonna lie, I'm blind here. Which one's a Nick? Yeah, okay. You'll have to tell me that one because I don't know which one is referred to as the Nick. Okay, what is the actual supply status of Osaka? Yeah, you're good here. Of course, there's a significantly... Right, bomber squad just convert to fighters through an egg. Oh, okay, so not actually under production. Okay. Well, that situation obviously will be dealt with. We are increasing the amount of supplies being drawn there. Ah, right, okay. Wish I could have them move down. Right, okay. At least our engineers may actually escape. It looks as though his forces are actually leaving Xinjiang, which is good news, considering I can actually pursue this unit over here. This unit will be crushed as well by this detachment of the 32nd, which is good news. Yeah, looks like this detachment's moving out. You are closing in. Yeah, you're closing on the enemy next turn, ideally. Right. Yeah, both divisions have arrived here. And, let's see. 20 miles marched, you have about 26 left to go. Yeah, about... Okay. So we'll see them arrive potentially in... Yeah, it's not great terrain to march through, but they'll arrive soon enough. His troops will not be able to actually do anything about this either, which is good news. So he's actually been outdone here in terms of positioning in southern China. Of course, he does have a severe lack of troops, but we will deal with the situation. Okay. That unit has yet to move, which is good news. So what we are going to do then, I think... Right, you've unpacked. The 104th Division still unpacking. When they're ready to move out, we'll have 104th Division actually sally out to deal with these forces on the outskirts of Canton. I can't tolerate their continued existence, really. Over here, we'll capture another base. I'm actually interested in Malaya at this moment in time, though. Where's the armor? What progress is the armor making here? Right, 23 miles there. That's good then. Okay, so we can actually summarize that it might take armor about 3 to 4 days to actually make this progression. But that's good. That's actually not entirely bad at all. Right, this unit has actually regained some of its strength. Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, disruption and fatigue. Disruption and fatigue. Obviously, disruption's significantly lower. Fatigue similar levels. But the Battle on the Mersing continues. And he should know he can't actually crush us right yet. Okay. I still don't know why he has all these troops out here. It might... Let's see, what numbers do we see here at Singapore? That interests me, that though. What do we have here then? So we have IU-164. Of course, you don't have a search plane. I don't think we have search planes down here. Intriguing. I do wonder if this is the right move, and perhaps we should, I don't know. I think we may potentially cancel this and actually have these forces moved out back into Indochina. Part of me wonders, is this just not worth the time and effort, and that we might lose a lot more men? And not really, I don't know. I don't think we can actually really take it. I'm not entirely sure there. We'll contemplate that one anyway in the future. I'm kind of leaning towards potentially cancelling it and actually having them head back via rail. Could probably do something more useful with them rather than march them across just leagues and leagues of shit. We'll see. Okay, so signals intelligence. Well, signal intelligence. Batan's interesting. I'd imagine that's submarines, Batan. Horn Island. Heavy volume of radio transmission detected at San Diego. That's interesting. That is interesting. What we may do then is actually move more submarines down towards the San Diego shipping lane. I do have a search plane here. Intriguing. Right, have these ships actually make way for Fiji. Well, submarines, of course. We do see some activity around Horn Island, so that's good, I suppose. I suppose that's units moving. But we do have a submarine now in Horn, well, the Torres Strait, which is good. We also have these submarines moving here. Right. Oh, thank you very much for that, Black Star. So at what points should we actually start to see this R&D start to tick up? We are seeing a few facilities going online now. I mean, we have 4 here, 3 here, 1, 2, 1, 1. Sorry, 1, 2. Hello there, Lusitani. How you doing, my friend? Right, KF-191A Helens. I'm looking forward to having these bad boys. Yeah, R&D starting to move. Actually, that's quite good to see something to be KI-48, sorry, 84, which is nice. And another one here. Good. Really good. Touches will be online soonish. Okay. How do we actually check availability? That's very good. I can't wait to have Helens. Right. 8,777. Ah, that's fantastic to hear, friend. That'd be great news, actually. With armor, yeah, that's exceptionally good then. Okay. We're still seeing his fighters over here. It looks as though he's actually bombing us over here. Now, considering I don't actually have any fighters in this area. And let's take a look at our 43s. Remember, wait for the second Helen before converting. Okay. I'm sure you guys will let me know about that one. Right, so we can see that we have 11 Oscars available right now. And one more day, we'll have the rest of the squadron online. That's actually really nice. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be fantastic. So what we'll do then is we'll wait an additional day in China. And once that day passes, we'll have 25 KI-43 1C Oscars to actually gain some experience in China. That'd be quite nice. I think this will be a good theatre for them to actually be used. They're going to be overwhelming to any allied plane in this area, so that's going to be great for them. Yeah, look at that maneuverability. That maneuverability is fucking insane. That's good. Very good. Cruise speed is 199. Maximum speed 305 miles per hour. Very good. Gun value is not huge. It's not amazing, but yeah, it's decent enough. I mean, effect is 3, penetration's 2, so yeah, 58 accuracy. No, nothing like a cannon, but still good. Looking forward to seeing them usable. Okay, continue to defend here. I might take a look at actually changing this commander here. Oh, he's actually one of our best. Okay, fair enough. 68, 70. Yeah, he's actually one of our best here. Nice. So, not a bad commander. We might take a look at these other commanders over here. Yeah, so practically no disruption and fatigue, so we're actually doing extremely well. Flat bait. Okay, I'm glad to see that we'll have this force and land next turn. Yep, unload cargo. And then return to Takao. Good news. Right, the Cano detachment. I'm going to have the Cano detachment actually begin to move out as well now. So move to the base over here. This force of the Tanaka, Tanaka detachment will be in that, position next turn. Good. Right, so we'll be able to form the second Formosa Infantry Regiment. Which is good news. Then once we have the second Formosa Infantry Regiment, we'll look at what we need to actually form into a division. That's a lot of force. It's quite nice. 331 near division strength. So yeah, we'll capture the base, move on. The SLF has just arrived. This detachment's moving. But what I'm going to do actually is tell them... Just move on up. Though what I'm going to do is actually tell them strategic, considering the fact that this rail line will be captured next turn, we can move on then again. Rather than march, and I can just move via rail. The SNLF... Special Base Force. That's something I'd like to take a look at. Port unit is over here in Hiroshima. Oh no, will arrive in 81 days. Interesting. Okay. What I'll do is actually tell them to move and take this base over here, back. In all honesty, I could just land at this base over here potentially, and yeah, port capacity is 2, port capacity is 2. We do have other ships coming here. Might be worthwhile to actually land at Naga. Also, you're going to have to map out the numbers of engineered for your expansion plan. Yeah, sure. I can do maths. I can do that. I'm a person with numbers. Yeah, no, I'm pretty shit. Okay, what to do with our lovely fellows over here, but let's finish off one theatre first before we move on. So what we're going to do then is actually finish off this theatre, and then we'll decide on other ideas. Right, I'm going to tell you to come up at full speed, obviously reduce that speed, maintain that fuel. So I don't have a huge amount of fuel in this area. We are running somewhat low in fuel here with the RO64, but she'll be able to return. Now what I'm going to do is obviously run more reconnaissance here. It's a shame that we didn't detect anything here. No additional kills here. Okay. He's going to be... Whoa. So, accidentally spanned my microphone around there. Right. Oh, thank you very much for that, Captain. That's really nice of you. So we do have our submarines outside of Fiji. Now, I've got to imagine he's more than aware that something is happening at Fiji. He's got to be aware of that by now. We'll take a look and see if our submarines have been detected. Interesting. So it doesn't have any... He doesn't have any detection currently over our submarines at the moment. I think what we're going to do is just form like a pretty close blockade of Fiji itself. I don't want to allow anything in or out, to be honest. There's of course ships around this area, so it might be best to actually patrol around Nemea and then potentially some of the islands around and just make sure. Right. So continue your search path there. Mob patrol path. We are going to patrol around here. Linger a day in each. Now me wonders. So if we were to head from this point here towards, let's say, his next largest port, which is obviously going to be Sydney, what route would that take? So I would take this route. I think this might be an area that we want to actually patrol then. Actually, I may want to just double check that again. Of course, I can adjust these patrol patterns later. So what we're going to do then is take a look at that. So we'll go here, go back to our destination. So we'll set it back to Sydney. And then we'll obviously set up our patrols properly now. So, well actually, if I set as a patrol, then it'll actually show on the map. Right patrol. Towards Sydney. Set that to Sydney. Okay, set to Sydney. Okay. Right, there we go. We can actually see it now. Kinda. Set the second patrol to here. Right, I've shown another path. Okay, we'll have this submarine run this path then. So that would be 119168. Right, patrol that route. Well, I mean, we can put it to some kind of vote. I suppose what we could do is take a screenshot of the different aircraft and obviously their stats and just let people vote on which airframe they would deem to be the preferred. I'm not going to say superior because I think they both will obviously have their, well, uses. But we could just put it to some kind of democratic vote, of course, something of that nature. Because I don't have a fucking clue. I've never actually got to use additional aircraft like that, so I can't say which aircraft I love more or hate, you know what I mean? Okay. Right, so we do have a very close blockade over here. Maybe a little bit too close, but I'd rather have it just so we don't actually miss anything. Okay, see you in a few moments there, Carl. More of a strategic difference. Okay. Right, we have set these up rather poorly. What we are going to do then is take you. Imperial Diet chooses, yeah. We're going to go all Martin Luther on this. It may be prudent to actually patrol alongside here, potentially. And the K-21 2A is a decent bomber, so I'm not going to complain about that. Probably best to actually do something like this, and then at least we aren't make it too obvious where we're patrolling. That's good. Am I making these too long? Maybe. But I think it might be worth it just to make sure he doesn't have an idea where our hunting lanes are. As a reverse them. Okay, again, you don't need that full speed. Okay. Would it not be better to have this cover the Southern Pacific where you can intercept his incoming reinforcements? If I would him, I would get all 3 cars together in San Francisco. Well, this is what is actually going to happen here. These routes are from San Francisco and from outside San Diego. I think what I'm going to actually do is actually increase this number. In fact, have it start the opposite direction. Near San Diego. I'm going to say if you decide against Helen to swap to R&D to Lillian 2 to Nick. Okay, well there we go, we got our MCs there. Now this one is difficult. I want to have you on low threat thresholds. You're basically here to use your search plane more than anything. You're retiring to go refuel. Oh body, hell yeah. Head out at cruise speed if that makes your fuel last longer. Yeah, no issues. It's a little bit strange, isn't it? Just because obviously looks strange. Well, yeah, the Dutch East Indies. So, we currently see APD, APD, CL. I'm not entirely sure what that could be, but it's definitely something worth attacking. I don't know what his headings is, but yeah. Well, the thing is, if I have the aims here out, it's not going to be able to really kill anything. I'm really using it for this search plane more than anything. Low fuel here, but it's usable. There we go. Right, seems you're heading home to refuel. Two ships here. Very good. We are seeing couple, 49,000 tons of resources, 139,000 tons of resources. Seeing that one loading up as well. We do have 62,000 tons of resources. Yeah, so over 200,000, maybe over 250,000 tons of resources roughly actually moving towards Japan now. That's really good news. Right, you're heading back to... Yeah, okay. Right, these ships are handy. Okay, so we finally arrived over here, so what we'll do is disband that task force. There we go, take your... search planes here to Behold Rome. Increase the amount of rest. Increase that to 6,000 feet. Yeah, obviously they need maintenance. Not take too long. You've nearly arrived over here? Okay, sure, why not? You made pretty good progress, to be honest. I have 36th Division over here. Let's get them moving. I'd like another division down this way, actually. Right, load up. Okay, shock attack here. We do have K-27s over here. That's good to see. $107,000 troops here. Okay, so our forces have arrived here. There's currently 43,000 troops. We currently have less. I think what we want to do is actually stonewall them to a degree. We lack supply in this area, so we will have to support them. But it may be worthwhile to actually just use our artillery to bombard them. Not a huge amount of guns. I could send some additional forces out, but I'm not entirely certain that will be a wise idea. 70th Division. See if I can take the 62nd Infantry Brigade from Shanghai. Well, actually, it's not even arrived yet. Okay, so they can't actually be formed yet. Right, supplies, moving up. Which is good news considering the fact that we don't have a huge amount of supply here. I do have an overabundance here, actually. What I'm going to do is take the... I think I might take the 40th and the 6th Division actually and use them over this way. Considering we're not seeing much activity here. Yes, that's what we're going to do. I want them to load up. It's going to take 3 days. But I want you to move to Hankow. To be fair, I might just march them. Yeah, I'll just march them. Considering the fact that it won't take as long to do that, at least then we don't have to waste 3 days. So, set all to follow. Yeah, definitely fortifications. So risk, some of these forces are moving. Might be too much of a risk, actually. I could take that unit here. I could take the Kyoko Never Guard unit and have them moved up the river. I do have 3rd Division here. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm going to take 22nd Division back. Link up with the rest of the force there. Hello there, Gizmo. How you doing, my man? Yeah, welcome to the stream. How you doing, my dude? Right then. So, of course, we do have 116th Division over here. We have 39th Division moving in on Chishian. Now, I think, yes, I went in the region about 2,000 troops there, so they should actually demolish that pretty easily. The terrain in the Hex is obviously rough, so that is going to take some time. So, we go over here then. What is it? Rough, rough. Right, forest and rough. So, infantry is going to move at about 5... Yeah, about 4 miles per day. So it's going to take them some time, but that's worthwhile. They'll eventually make it there. It is a little bit overkill having 2 divisions there, but it's going to be worth it. We do have the road system actually to use here, so we should. And again, depends what path they're taking. I think they're going to march directly. So it'll probably take them longer due to the fact that we don't have a direct road connection here. But that's fine. We'll take the base, we'll take it handedly, and once we go from there, we're good. Okay. 104th Division is obviously going to march to the Nan from Canton in the next few days. 38th A Detachment is waiting here for the Chinese forces should they actually try to cross the river. They should annihilate them. Right, the Destroyer minesweeping group over here cleared over 100 mines from outside Hong Kong. So soon we'll actually have full use of Hong Kong itself, which would be great. Okay. Now then, how do we wish to use our Singapore Express here? Cancel these actual... Yeah. I may want to have them just set to patrol just to keep them moving, actually, rather than leave them in one spot. But we do obviously have just in the region around 70... Yeah, 71 A6720s are ready to go there. How do we wish to use them? That's the interesting part. I'm kind of leaning towards potentially escort duties. The reason for that is we will see him try to intercept our bombers. And if we can obviously have him intercept our bombers with our A6720s in escort duty role, then we'll be able to shoot his bombers down. Yeah, I mean, it was really great for us to have taken Hong Kong intact. It's not the most outlandish thing out there, but it was nice. It's a welcome thing, actually. That's very good. Shore bomb mersing. We'll see. That's another thing I'm considering here. It might actually be worth... Well, I wouldn't want to go with a shore bomb bomber actually with my guns. It's too much ammunition, and there's danger still here. But that is a potential possibility there. We could lock him down with some bombers at mersing. Yeah, Zeros are suffering to a degree. The planes, fatigue is actually higher on some platforms, well on some airframes and others, but yeah, it's building up over time. And stuff like that causes issues like, obviously you see like oil leakage and that sort of stuff. So that's something that we do have to bear in mind, obviously he'll see that as well. So it might be worthwhile to actually have this squadron potentially just on rest. I'll have about 40% of the actual squadron here to rest, and the remaining forces can run combat air patrol. Give the actual airframe some time to recover. Now, currently we're flying at 16,000 feet. I might change to 33. I might change to about 15,000. Nah, then again, I don't have that huge amount there anyway. Yeah, I think we'll move the carriers a little bit towards the south. Again, yeah, operational loss is always nice. That would be able to escort these bombers a lot better. Long range combat air patrol, 100%. Yet over mersing. He started to run low here. Well, in the night, it's not amazing. Let's see if there's any forces I can build up here. Okay, so we still have the Imperial Guard Division. Yeah, he's bombing about 5,000 feet. Roughly, anyway. So we do have some of them at Bangkok here. We do need to rebuild the 55th Division. God damn, they're far out. So yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? Yeah, the G3s took some losses here. Which ones are we talking about? These guys over here? Right. Need to capture that base and then I'll send them out strategically, I think. We are building up fortifications here. We're almost at level 5 airfield as well, which is great. I was hoping they would have taken this base this turn. I suppose the thing is I was obviously having the armor move out. That's fine. Right, I hope they just continue moving. I need to take that base. If I can actually take Taiping, that'd be amazing. Well, if I set to their immediate objectives, it's like, it would be relevant at places like Johor, but we can still fight, and I think I'd rather save it and build it up for Singapore to obviously get the maximum ability there, considering that is going to be the real battle. That's where the real battle's going to be fought. I'm quite happy with the fact that he's actually dedicated additional troops to Mersing. That is actually going to leave them tired out a little, well, leave them a little bit more ragged than they would have been just sitting in Singapore. It's also divided his forces as well, because he's not going to be able to escape Mersing anytime soon. Because if he pulls out, then yeah, there's a chance I might win at Mersing, which is going to see his efforts wasted. Right, what we're going to do then is I'm going to set up an actual patrol here. So, get rid of our destination. Now, of course, we do have a submarine over here, but we are going to be pretty close to shoreline. Now, I do need to avoid the range of his bombers. I know the wildebeest and the other swordfish can reach about 9. So I might want to just stay out of range at 10. But, of course, I do run the risk of operational losses then increasing. It depends, Carl. It depends. It depends really what we're going to be facing. Mersing, now we can't attack. We just need to really bide our time, continue to defend here. Reduce that disruption fatigue again. I should have that force back here. You called. You rang. Ah, thank you very much there, Black. Okay. Awesome. I'll have to take a look at that as well. We changes bolted, alright. That's fine. It's great to see you guys working together. Right, light cruiser here, destroyer. Where the heck did that other force go? Unless I told them to merge over here, which I probably did. I think I did. Did I? Maybe. Okay, so we have to be careful about the 9 hexers. So let's see. Though, to be fair... Right, yeah, there's a big difference there. 9's 9, isn't it? 8. That's 9. That would be at the limit of his range. I wonder. I don't think we need to worry about one submarine here, considering the amount of... I mean, you look at that. That task force is 279,000 tons. Then an additional 71,000 tons there. Followed up by an additional 22,000 tons. Tell them to make full speed, get the hell out. I need those troops. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about the submarines here. I feel as if you can punish him by hitting his fighter bombers over Mersing, or kneecap over your airfields. Oh, keep combat air patrol, not kneecap, goddammit. Yeah, we will look at actually having some combat air patrols over here, don't worry about that. I think I'm going to have the 1As assigned to that duty. Well, actually, no, what I'm going to do is have the A620s assigned to that duty there. At least the ones at Singora, considering that we do have plenty now in the area. I should have more over here at summer. Yeah, nice numbers there. 2 days we'll have the full unit. Yeah, day we'll have 20 of them ready, actually. That'll be a great increase in strength there. Morale is... Yeah, the pilot experience isn't amazing, but their morale's pretty good. Fatigue. Let's take a look at the Yamada detachment. I think what I need to do is actually convert these to zeros in the future. I don't have any zeros in right now. Of course, I'm actually setting zeros out to replace the losses that we just took. That's a lot of G3s. 10 to air to air. 3 underground. Ops. Yeah, he's killed quite a few there today. So about 20 bombers there. I think we'll reconsider the naval bomb. So we had 9 air-to-air losses today. 3 operational. Yeah, we suffered worse there. Experience is pretty good overall, actually. Well, actually, they did really well. They took out 4 of his small boats. Impressively, they had something... Like, these harbour motor launch ships have something like in the region of 87 maneuverability. And yet they struggle to hit destroyers, which are very maneuverable. Fucking... There's not much as close to a harbour motor launch in terms of maneuverability. So yeah, what I'm going to do is have these guys run combat air patrol in this area. I'll bring them down. I mean, considering we are facing him at low altitude, I'll bring him down to about 15,000 feet. Though, yeah, fatigue's creeping up. I'll run 70% of the squadron on combat air patrol. Right. Sweep in here, escort here. Fatigue's rapidly climbing again. Some of these planes have some really bad fatigue. See you later there, Cal, my mate. Make sure it does not lose. I am counting on you guys. Banzai. Right, currently running naval search here. I'm just contemplating whether I should actually move some of these G3M2 nails out from Kotobaru to one of the other air bases. Yeah, possibly move the Ki-43s, but I think we'd probably not have the capability. Shitloads of aviation support that absolutely does need to be shared around. So we are going to start to ready some of them to move. Some of them are ready to go. Like, I have some additional naval guard here that I could send into Mersing potentially. Given time, she'll fall. I think I might have them actually sweep as well. wouldn't risk over Singapore yet. Yeah, he's trying to delay. I mean, what we're doing now is just reducing his air power. I'm actually considering, do we go in balls deep and do we bomb Singapore's airfields? I'd imagine we'd take quite heavy losses. No, not yet. Not yet. Need to destroy more fighters. I'll sweep over... See, Kuantan would make a nice base. Interesting, I'm not seeing any troops here. That makes me wonder. I need to run reconnaissance here, because if Kuantan is actually not... Yeah, that's actually pretty big. If Kuantan is actually not held, that would be amazing. If I take Kuantan, that would net me a very large airbase much closer to the enemy. That'd be fantastic. So we'll run reconnaissance over there. I think what we'll do then is run... Yeah, I think we're going to continue to wear him down. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to run... No, in fact not. What I'll do here then is we'll have 30% of this squadron... No, we'll make that about 40% of the squadron on combat air patrol and have the rest of the squadron out to rest. Need to obviously reduce the fatigue there. If I make that... Make that 70% of the squadron resting. Okay, what we're going to do then is we're going to have the carriers... Yeah, that'd be nice. So I can link up with the bombers from Kotoburu as well. So we'll move possibly into range. Let's see. That's 7 hexes. 6 from here. I think we'll move about there. Actually, I could move just outside of Kotoburu. Right, I'll move just outside of Kotoburu. So that's 9 hexes away from the enemy. Any bombers here as well. We need to just neutralize these bombers from afar. We don't want to like, actually bring our ships into direct danger. So what I'm going to do here, let's take a look. So currently they're running 60-40. Fatigue's up there. I think what I'm going to do with the actual carrier zeros. Divide that unit. I think what I'll do is have the 3rd KUS actually defend the carriers just in case. So have them... Yeah, 6% of them out there. Combat Air Patrol. Actually meant that 70% of the squadron Combat Air Patrol, 30% on rest. And then with the planes from the other carrier. So, Tainan KUS squadron. Oh, he's bad. Yamada. There we go. Giving them some better commanders there. What we'll do with these guys then is I'm going to have them set to... I'm going to say... I'll say 20% combat air patrol potentially. So that'll leave a lot of additional... Actually, no. We'll set that down to... Yeah, I think 20% combat air patrol from these guys. And then they're set to actually escort. They're using drop tanks. They'll have the range. And I think what we may do is use our bombers to potentially hit Mersing. Or even potentially hit this airfield at Johor Bahru. Which I think could be managed. I think that might work. I'm just thinking here, if we actually use the bombers like that, because it's like at the moment there's nothing in the waters that's actually worth hitting right now. I think he's going to be aware of the fact that the risk is real. Very real. That is... It's pretty far out there. Like from Sok, that is 20 hexes. From Kotabaru, that is 18 hexes. So within range, but not very easily. I think what we'll do then is we'll wait, let the submarines actually attack that. But I think we'll use our bombers out here to potentially either hit Mersing or hit Johor Bahru. Ultimately, I'm going to choose Johor Bahru. I think that represents more of a beneficial action. We could use some bombers actually to hit Mersing. But I'm going to go with hit to the airfield of Johor Bahru, considering that would actually potentially annihilate 19 bombers, or at least damage 19 bombers. Or at least... Yeah, you can imagine... so, for example, you take a look at Kotabaru. Now, Kotabaru has... are you contemplating reinforcing Mersing with troops or supply? Well, we already did that once. I would possibly contemplate it a second time, actually. But I think it's holding for the time being. Maybe. I want to leave it to a point of where it is holding but not overpowering. The reason for that is he may well keep those troops there. He may then send even more forces and delay himself. And like, I'm buying myself time here in a way, because those forces at Mersing, they don't have a rail connection, so they're not going to be able to move out anytime soon. So I'm trying to really keep him there. I might use bombers to actually spot Mersing. Now, we do have enough supply to last quite a while now. I think we can hold here. Shame I can't fortify it. Right, what we're going to do then is we're going to have a G3s fly. Yeah, there's a new group there. But we saw the last turn that even against just the Yokosuka second SLF with no guns, they managed to hold. Yeah, I think we are going to bomb both bases. But the thing is, the Yokosuka second SLF, so the Special Naval Landing Forces over here, did manage to actually hold. I could actually give them a better commander, potentially. To actually aid there. Yeah, 55. We'll give the SLF a better commander, I think. Yeah, there's not many left, the 124th. We'll give it one of our better commanders. Nomura. Ooh, I like Nomura. Right. We do have a lot more inspiration there in Nakajima. Yeah, we'll have Nakajima. Okay, what we'll do then is have a G3's bomb. Well, those forces at Mersing aren't unloaded. Well, unloaded, they're already on the ground. Okay, good to know. They're unloaded, thankfully, so. Right, ground attack. Let's see how they did here. Wow, they're really good at naval torpedoes. I see kills here. Of course, I don't think they get plane kills. It's a shame it doesn't count ship kills. Okay, switch to ground bombing. I'm actually going to fly at... Do we go 8,000 feet? Is that above most AA? I think I'm going to... Could be. I think... well, actually, no. Horizontal bomb is about 10,000 feet. Is it? No, actually, then again, it doesn't... No, it doesn't matter really that much. So in ground bomb, obviously, these craft will horizontal bomb. Do we go about 8,000 feet or 9,000 feet? What was the range of most Allied AA? But again, I don't think they have a huge amount of AA anyway, do they? No, so I might be being a little bit too cautious here. I think I'll go with like a middle ground and go with about 8,000 feet, potentially. We can think about that one. But we'll set the mission up and then debate that. Also, we'll turn off the search. Oh, thank you very much for that Black Star. It's really appreciated. That's good. 10k is Ottoman. Okay, we'll go with 10k then. Right, we'll hit Mersing with the G-Freeze. Oh, do we hit them with the G-Freeze? Right, the 40mm ball falls. Go to 9,800 feet. Though, I do wonder. We do have a good number there. And they're pretty close to their target. Right, what's the distance here? So, obviously, Kotoburu to Johoburu is 8 hexes. It's 7 hexes here to Mersing. From Sok... Obviously that is 13, that's 12. I think we'll have the G3s actually hit the airfield here. The Allies have heavier AA that goes away beyond 28k, but the 40mm ball fours is the most common Allied AA weapon. Yeah. Right, we'll have the G3s hit the airfield. Escorts over Mersing is missing from the base. Which ones do we mean, sorry? Of course, we did take the KI-43As and the A6M2s over here. I don't think we need a real big escort. Considering we are going to hit his bombers over here as well. I don't think it's worth escorting Mersing too much. It's just so much distance there. We've inflicted losses, so I don't think he'll be as eager to do it again. So I'm going to hit the airfields at Johoburu. Yeah. Right. That'll get them flying. Okay, run reconnaissance at Kwantan. I want reconnaissance at Johoburu again. Which we already have. Well, it's not going to hurt anyway. Okay. That's a 20-meter kill zone. We do have the 1Bs that are going to be sweeping over Johoburu as well, which is nice. Okay. Right, we do have KI-21s as well. G4s here. Right, where's the rest of your squadron? Oh, you have some... Oh, that's the Tojos. Kobaru. Well, these bombers are going to be escorted. Well, ideally. We have the carriers moving south, actually just moving perpendicular to Johor Bahru. So they will actually have zeros. They should have zeros actually there. A great deal of zeros too. We'll make sure that mission's set up. But they will have escorts. Now I can launch a huge bombing raid against Mersing potentially. I think that's what we will do. Alright, first of all, transfer you to Kota Bharu. Ah. Never mind. Wrong airbase. Well, what we're doing here is we're going to have a squadron. We're going to have the KI-43. Right, what I'll do is I'll bring up the drawing tool and then that'll make things a little bit easier. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is it. Weather's always going to be an issue. So, we're going to draw in yellow. So, we have our KI-43 1As, 1Bs, and we have the A6M20s. The A6M20s are going to be running combat air patrol somewhere in this area. The 1As are going to be mostly on rest, but 30% of them will be patrolling here. We will then have the KI-43 1Bs head out to sweep here at Johor Bahru. So we'll have about 28 KI-43s roughly in this area to actually draw in combat air patrol. So if he has fighters on combat air patrol, it will ideally draw them into a battle, so ideally we'll actually be able to hit them here. Then what we'll be doing is having our G-Frees from Kota Bharu. They're going to be hitting the airfield at Kota Bharu. We'll have, in pink, our carriers which will be positioned just off the coast of Kota Bharu. They're going to have their A6M20s, which will ideally escort bombers into Johor Bahru and also into Mersing. Ideally. So we'll have a great number of fighters in this area. We'll have our bombers in orange from where the fuck this base is called. They're going to strike down here at Mersing. Now I could hit the airfield here, but I'm going to hit these troops here. And then we will have... And a slightly... Is that a different orange? And a slightly darker orange. We'll have our forces from SOC. Actually, that's the same fucking colour. Yeah, we'll do the R&D, don't worry. We'll go into that one next. So then the forces from SOC will also hit Mersing. So this is how our operations are going to look for the next turn. Obviously, we do have the reconnaissance running over here. But we'll have these guys. These guys are going to make a major role. Make a major play here. What we may do is, depending on how the situation develops, is we'll have potentially some heavy cruisers bombard at Mersing to actually aid our forces here. I think we'll eventually win the battle at Mersing, depending on how things go. But we are going to throw a lot of forces into this battle. So I do hope that actually does make the operation a little bit easier to understand. Right, there we go. So carriers going to move there. Okay. What I'm going to do is actually have that squadron ready to go. We'll have actually about 10% combat air patrol from each of them, I think. Then at least the rest of them will be ready. All of them using drop tanks. Due to the nature of this, I'm going to actually increase the combat air patrol to 80%. So even then, that's additional fighters in the air. Okay, we have all of these groups following up behind. And the battleships will make a great bombardment. Okay. You're moving in to join the vanguard. Okay, we'll set up these air missions and then we'll be done in this area for the time being. K-21s. You are more likely to get an escort if you launch them from the same base. Having the fighters escort from a base further away diminishes the chance of an escort arriving with bombers. Yep, that's 100% correct. So, Kurdabru will head out there. And the thing is, I have escorts over this way. Well, these fighters aren't going to be really running escort duties. I might actually have the Ka-43 1Bs based. Yeah, I'm going to base the 1Bs over there at Kurdabru, actually. You know what, actually, we'll have the 1Bs used as escorts too. Bugger it. Or do we... excuse me. So we have an option here. Do we continue the sweeps, or do we have some of them on combat air patrol? Or, no, well, then again, we could actually escort. I think we do have a large amount of bombers flying this turn. I don't think we'll be flying bombers each turn. So no, in this one turn, we'll stop the actual sweep and we'll actually run... Yeah, I'll run about 20% combat air patrol, and the rest of the 64 Sentai will run escort. That'll be doable. So of course we are now much closer, so our operational losses should be lower. Yeah, 7 hexes, 8 hexes. Okay, that's good. Right, ground attack, 10,000 feet. Will hit Mersing. So all level bombers at this base will hit it. That's going to be a lot. I mean, you're running combat air patrol, that's no fucking reason. Right, train, sweep, yeah. Well, escort. Yeah, fuck it, sweep. Yeah, so that's going to be quite a few there. Right, targeting Mersing. Are you not considered a level bomber? How strange. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's out of your range, okay. I'm not going to have them fly unescorted, so we'll have them train. Train more airfield attack. No, just train ground attack it. Well, no, fuck it, airfield attack. Okay. We do also have additional zeros. I think what I'm going to do is actually base these zeros in Malaya. In Kurdabru as well. Yeah. Just reduce that distance. Honestly, once these others are ready, we'll get them there. I'm half tempted to actually... It's a shame the carrier can't handle all of them. I wish I could transfer... Well, combine this one division here. Okay, so that's additional planes there for escort duties at Kurdabru. So that is an additional... Yeah, that's pretty good. So that's an additional 12 A6 and 2 zeros. That's good news then. So we'll have ourselves a bunch of 1Bs. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of aircraft here. This is actually going to be a big operation. These guys can be set to rest. Well, actually set to train. Okay. We should actually, ideally, be able to inflict some nice damage on him. That'd be nice. I don't think they have the range. No, they don't. I'm gonna move these guys over. I was interested to see if I could obviously have them combined in the future. Yeah, like once they combine into zero, well, upgrade into zeros. Not worth flying them, really. Okay, we'll run combat air patrol over here. Yeah, you do not dribble, you spit. I like that one. Right, we'll sweep with heavy numbers here. Yeah, that'd be great. That would be great. I think what we'll do is we'll have the entire squadron in the air. The reason for that, we'll run about 15,000 feet as well. The reason... Well, actually, I might even run lower. No, we'll run about 15,000 feet. The drop tank's unavailable, that's fine. Yeah, what we're going to do here is ideally cause some issues for his forces over here at Mersing. Ideally, we could also deal some decent damage to the airfield here. So you just have 20,000 troops there. So it might be... We continue bombing missions, we'll see. You should probably quickly do the R&D changes. Okay, we'll go to R&D. Right then. Okay. So we want 8, 8, 6, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's done. 12 A7 M2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think. Okay, that's fine. We want, are we... Right, so the B671 Jill would eventually change to the B7A2. So we've got 4 of those bad boys. D4Y1 Judy. Well, yeah, Judy, we've got 4 of those bad boys. We've got the C variant as well. Right, Imperial Japanese Army Fighters. 4K 44s. Which we have. 12 KI 84s. 2 Oscar Factory. Right. So when you talk about the actual Imperial Japanese Army Fighters then, which ones we're going to change? Because you say Oscar Factory, so you're talking about we change 2 of the... Right, conversions like that. Okay. Right, Black. Run me through the R&D. Run me through it, and let me know what I need to do. And then we'll be gold, and... Right, voltage changes. Right, so... Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Right, so go to the K49s. Kilo key, K6 for Auto T model, okay. We'll do that one quickly. 64 GB in this 67. Right, anyway, so with the Helens, am I to turn 2 of these into Oscar facilities? Well, K43 Oscar production. And then 1... What does 1 to Norm mean? And then 1 to K115, okay. You're gonna explain it to me like I'm a child. Like I am a child. So basically, thinking me of your mama. She has a weird imagery. Right. Okay, we'll do the Ki-67s first. Oh, right, Ki-43-2A. Okay, we'll do that then. Right, 43-2A. Oh, the Norm, alright. To A Oscar. Done. Double done. Okay, at least we only need 7 here. One to KI 115, okay. The 115A or the 115B? Well, I'll change one to the norm then while we actually discuss that one. Whatever the fuck the norm is. Ah, there we go. Norm. E15. Okay. Which one do we want then? Do we want the 115A or do we want the 115B? Since this one does obviously arrive later. than the norm. This one is a K115A. Okay. The date is in 19th of December 1941. So, not many days have really passed here. A. There's the A. 115A. Fuck, I wish it was easy to sort through this. Oops. Right, they are. But the norm's up to 30 as well. Okay, the Peggies. Oh, it's just chat delay, okay. You know what, this absolutely burns my eyes. Okay, I'm only seeing 267s here. I don't seem to have an option to change to just torpedoes. I'll just let chat catch up. Yeah, it seems like some kind of weird thing. I can try and change it to a 67 to see what happens. We'll change it to a 67 1A and just see what the option is here. Oh, that changes it to a Peggy. Okay, I guess that would be it. Okay, try it again. Yeah, we need additional ones. Strange. It is strange. Well, that must be it. Okay, that's strange. Okay, obviously up this up again. That's not a lot of supply here at Gifu. There we go. Yeah, I know, right? I suppose this is it. This is like a learning experience for us all. Very deep. The R&D, anyway. In a way, it's rather simple. It's strange. I think it's one of these things where it would be a lot more approachable was the UI a little bit easier to understand. I mean, it'd be nice if it had some kind of like flowchart or something. That'd be nice. But at least you guys are learning, and once you learn, then well, yeah, that's like hardball. God, I'm literally talking shit. I end up talking a bit of shit after a couple hours. I mean, we're nearing 3 hours here, so this is when I start talking legitimate shit. Right, 6K 102 C's to Nick. Okay. Two to the Nick, D, 3 to the Randy. Oh, right, okay. Whereabouts is the Nick, actually? Okay, 45D, okay. A, B, C, D. Is that 3 to the KI 102s? One on 2A. Well, we have 2K45s Ds. We'll only have one C left then. So I'll change this to a KI 102A. Right, so we change this last C model then to... Okay, we've got one more then. What should we do with this last one? Not going for the C's, okay. Yeah, the track is absolutely worth it. It does tell you so very much. To the Toka. Right, okay. Or Toka. Cool. Never heard about aircraft, but I imagine it sounds cool. I'm very concerned about the levels of supply here. Right, there we go. I'll send you a link to the actual tracker. Hold on 2 seconds. It's a little bit weird to install, I'm not gonna lie. But stick with it, you'll figure it out. Right, there we go. Now for the problem. I have 2 extra factories, okay. Maybe the PY1s? P1Y1s? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 PY... Sorry, P1Y1s. Back. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 P1Y2s. 1, 2, 3, 4 Georgias. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right, looks like we might have 13 unless I've counted that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so it seems like we have an extra franc. Not entirely sure, actually. Kamikaze aircraft. Oh dear. Right, C6 and 1. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's that one. So we have 1 extra somewhere. I'm going to probably imagine maybe the sums. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, that's right. Huh. That's a kamikaze rocket, that's been. Wow. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so which one do we think it is then? Hello there, Paul. How you doing, my man? We're just finishing off some R&D. Well, okay, that's fine. We'll keep it with that then. That works for me. We'll just double check that everything's up to 30. Right, you need to obviously increase. Yeah, we're good to go. Fantastic. A6 and 3 is getting some production going, which is good. Nice. Right. Yeah, it's strange. Maybe we gain a facility later? But there, that is a little bit weird. Oh well. So I think what we're going to do then is call it a day for the time being. Actually, I think we'll do this with the carriers first and foremost. Now, I did talk about the standoff distance. Currently, we're 7 hexes away. Just swap AP1Y2 to a C86N. Okay. C6. Yeah, I have no idea where to begin with the engine map, I'm not gonna lie. Don't have a bloody clue. When's the next Europa Barbarum 2 stream? Probably sometime in the future, actually. I've been really quite busy with One Pacific at the moment, actually. Maybe this weekend, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, there we go. Okay. How do we approach this? I'm not gonna lie, Blackstar, I have no idea where I'm gonna be starting. Right, have we been detected? I don't think we've been detected, actually. What's the actual weather prediction, then? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how to begin doing that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to that one. I don't think we're obviously, he will know about us. He'll know we're here, but I don't think he's aware of us, exactly. What I'm going to do then is actually head to the north here. So let's see, if I head to 154, what's that, 190? We're about 5 hexes out. Okay, that's obviously close. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll look at that when it comes up next turn then. Okay, so we're gonna head to the north there. It's nice to have a United Kitabutai. Now let's take a look at this. Cargo. Oh, you'd then have the range. I think what we'll do then is we're not out on naval attack. We'll run ground attack then. So 30% of the squadron will be reserved for ASW. We'll have our aircraft attack midway. We'll do that with all the dive bombers. Now the torpedo bombers is interesting. Oh, so they do have range. I could have them actually carry the 250... So they carry about 500 kilograms of bombs. What do Vals carry? Vals carry... Fuck all, really. Wow. Yeah, we've overexpanded what is in the zero platform, and we can always like tell it to stop expanding anyway. That's no issue really. We can just start to stop repairing at a certain point. I wish you could actually take things away. Okay. Now, what do you guys reckon? Do we continue with the B5N2s just basically run... I think what I might do is actually... how many dive bombs do I actually have? Yeah, pretty much. Right. I have 128 dive bombers. Not all of them will actually go out. We have 143 torpedo bombers. I actually need some pilots here. I know one of the squadrons doesn't have... yeah, you have bombs. So what we'll do then is we'll have you set to... we'll have 30%... Actually, no. Actually, no. Let the others do that. No, actually. Nah, fuck it. Have you on ground attack. They'll have about 10% of the squadron out search. Maybe, no, maybe that 20% squadron. No. Fuck it. Let this one squadron go out and attack. Yeah, that's impressive. Right. I'll keep the, So with the B5N2s here, run in the Search and the ASW. When they run ASW, will they use bombs on... Well, when they like actually find the submarines, will they use bombs to attack them, or will they just use torpedoes? I can't imagine them using torpedoes. So do I actually set the B5N2Ks to use... I think we'll use bombs for the time being. Hello there, Shannon. How you doing? Yeah, we're about 3 hours and 12 minutes in. Not gonna lie, I'm at that point where I'm just completely mushed. We've had the invasion of Midway start. We would have probably taken the island had one of the infantry division, well, infantry battalions not been on strategic. Basically, their stuff was packed away. So what we're going to do is like let the infantry chill for about 2 days. We're going to actually use our bombers from Kiributai here to actually hit the American forces on the island. They're not very strong actually, so that'll hurt them quite a lot ideally. So we'll hit their forces with our bombers. I don't know if they'd have depth charges, to be honest, actually. No idea. I'm half tempted to actually just keep them on torpedoes. I think I'll just keep them on torpedoes. I think we'll just have them run ASW. But what I might do is actually increase... I might... Right. I think what I'll do is actually run 20% search. Yeah, we'll do that. I think there'll be no ambiguity then. Oh, you don't actually have torpedoes as well. The ones that are out of torpedoes can be used to actually attack. Actually. It's just a Cargi. Yeah, it would be just Cargi then. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, obviously it would be quite... I mean, we'll obviously cut back on fuel usage in the years to come, actually. Hmm. Right, so can we get some consensus here? Is this alright? I think we'll be alright with this. I think we'll have one squadron of B5N2 Kates out there, which will obviously bring our numbers of total dive bombers up. Well, obviously bombers. I think I might have the Vals run at 10,000 feet. I'll have them run at 10,000 feet, actually. No, I said one them low for the SW. What I'll do is I'll run 20% ASW duties. Run that. I'm running 10,000 feet. Yeah, they might not be as effective, but I want them as the same altitude. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I mean, they're going to be about 4,000 feet higher than normal, but we aren't expecting to really encounter submarines here. Yep, so Iconoclast, how you doing, my man? What we'll do is actually set up some waypoints here. So first waypoint to where we expect to be. Then obviously have another waypoint over here. I think what we'll do is we'll run possibly full speed. We don't have a huge amount of fuel. Actually, no, we can't run full speed. We'll run mission speed then. I'm going to turn that max reaction down. Actually, I can actually... Yeah, I can... we can set up a Vanguard force here, I just realised. Yeah, we'll do that right now. Actually, I need to set that back to... Yeah, we'll set up a Vanguard. Yeah, that's a good idea. Right, what we're going to do then is retirement allowed here. First, I'm supposed to be doing online credit recovery, but I'm done with the class. They don't know that yet, so I've been fucking around on the internet when the teacher isn't looking. I like it, man. Yeah, the thing is as well, once we're knocked out, China would obviously have all those additional land forces, which would be pretty fucking huge. That'd be great. Right, what I'm going to do here is set up a Vanguard force. I'm going to take, see, it doesn't matter too much on the speed here. I'll take Kirishima. We'll take Kirishima. We'll take... I don't really need... Do I need heavy cruisers? I don't think I need heavy cruisers. I could even use the heavy cruisers. You know what, actually what we're going to do here is we're going to use the heavy cruisers as a Vanguard. Or do I? Yeah, fuck it. We'll take... Fuck me, they have a lot more fuel. Right, let's just spread that fuel out a little bit. There we go. Jeez, that's a lot of victory points. Right, what we're going to do here then is we're going to take, I'd say... I'm going to say tone. We'll take tone. ASW is a little bit of a priority here. We're going to just take Akigumo. Yeah, our destroyer's pretty beat up here. Very being up. Yeah, I think we will do. It's a shame that they actually collided with the light cruiser. I think what I'm going to do actually is due to the speed difference. Yeah, they just need some time in port. I mean, they've been doing a lot of traveling here, really pushing their engines. So they could do obviously with some R&R. Okay, we'll take Urukazi out first. Have her head home. I'll have her initially run to Wake. That may confuse him, actually. Okay, so that brings the speed. Give the captain the cone of shame, too. Right. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to have Tone. So we lack here on SW. 32, 33. We'll have to accept 33 knots. I'll take relatively little. It's a shame as well Urikazi actually has ASW. And I'll take these destroyers here. It's not a very large vanguard here, but at least it could be something that would do something. We'll have it react within 2 hexes. I'm going to make that 1 hex in this area. It's been difficult because we don't have a huge amount of force, actually. So it does make me wonder, are we better off having them all together? Part of me wonders, do we take the battleships out? But then again, they're pretty quick. I think what we'll do is we'll forget a vanguard for the moment, considering we don't have huge amounts of numbers yet. Yeah, still run a path like that. Speed's obviously going to be up now. Right. So both points here, let's take a look. Here we are 5. Here we are 4. Yeah, I actually went and spoke to Night Phoenix some time ago. He said he had a lot of personal issues. And he said it was for the best, basically, for him to delete his YouTube. He may one day come back, but he says it's just at the moment, he's like, yeah. Not good for him. At least I think that's what he said. He's still alive. He's doing alright. I guess I'll just, well, at the end of the day, real life comes first, really. Yeah, we'll go with something like that. Might be a little bit too close here. But then again, he can really react within 1 hex. But what I'll do is actually push that one out a bit further. We'll push it out a bit further, actually. Another hex out. Then another 2 hexes here. Though I do want it to be heading back, don't I? So I think what we'll do is we'll have it return. Something like that. But obviously we want to start heading down south. Now, Let's see. See, I do have myself another destroyer here. And we also do have the submarine tender. Cancel that and load in. You're ready to go. Okay, what we're going to do here is they're going to make for Suva. I'm going to tell them to meet them. Merge. The destroyer over here. That will accompany them. Yakakazi. Don't have much in the way of fuel here. But it's 100% fueled up. Meet the task force. Merge. Okay, to Homeroom. What I'm going to do is actually have you head out here and refuel the Guam cover force. Refuel, then retire. Right, so they're going to burn fuel. Currently they're heading for Tarawa. What we're going to do is actually tell them to head straight for Suva instead. You've only got 2,431 units of fuel. Right, Ondo. Don't fucking unload here. Right, load fuel here. Do I have another ship and load in here? Do have the tanker. So we're unloading another 9,798 units of fuel. Nice. I'll take them longer. Right, what we'll do then is set in a waypoint here. I think we'll go with that. I mean, the thing is I want to be down in this area, but we can only be here so quickly. Not much else I can do here. Indeed. Right, I'm going to have my H6Ks actually. Let's take a look. Actually, they're not doing too bad. A few of them are damaged. A lot of airframe fatigue. Wow, 11 days. No point really having them out there, might as well just have them on train. I'm going to say same for the Jegs as well, actually. Okay. Way too much supply there. I think what I'm going to do is actually take one of these back. Make that 2. You're going to head back to Tokyo and unload that supply there. Chichijima. We may actually want to take a look at the automated convoy system. So we have 313 ships that we can actually use there. It may be worth it to actually have things set up. Yeah. Currently, let's take a look. Looking at about 30 Jakes a month. Should we increase that then? Jeez, that's quite dangerous. Where's this having to go? Yeah, you've got a long way to go, haven't you? Okay, it's far too dangerous. Far, far too dangerous. What we're going to do is actually have it combined with that other landing force. Yep, have them combined with the forces over here. So they're too vulnerable on their own. Yeah, possibly. I think it's really just keep up the pulls at the moment. But yeah, I think we're going to call that a session there, about 3 hours and 34 minutes. If you guys have enjoyed this, it would be fantastic if you guys would consider becoming patrons of mine. That is really, really handy. It does definitely help me out a significant deal. And yeah, it really does make a massive difference. I can't really emphasize that enough. So I'm just a little bit like... I'm not gonna lie, I'm way out of it at the moment. Okay. So I think we'll call this an end to stream. So, if you guys would feel so proud, it would make a massive difference. So of course, I XTRG on Patreon. And until next time, thank you for watching. We'll probably finish the turn tomorrow. We could probably finish the turn tonight, but I'm just shattered at this point. But it's been a good turn. Been a very good turn. So until next time, adios, muchachos. You've all been fantastic. Thank you so very much for your help and continued support throughout the series. Goodbye for now.